Thanks for listening to Crit Seekers, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Crit Seekers. Brought to you by... Oh, nothing. Us. We don't have any sponsors.
And also me.
Damn.
We sponsor ourselves.
Maybe one day I'll be able to finish that sentence. Anyway.
I finished it.
Thanks for joining us again. I guess by the time we post this, you guys won't notice, but we had a little bit of a break for a week. Everyone went on, a lot of people went on vacations. Went on some trips. The rest of us hung out and pretended we were not doing fun Mexico stuff. What?
Did you just snort your banana?
It exploded on her shirt.
Wow, okay. Good way to start the session. Anyway.
What's that white powder under your nose?
And on your shirt.
Yeah, so we've got Ninja Dust. We got our little special Memorial Day episode that's going to be way too long for you guys, so it'll probably be like 8 parts.
Yeah, probably. We should keep track.
We'll see how long this goes, but yeah, we all have the day off, so we every once in a while are going to do little marathon days like this, so expect that in the future. Every once in a while, a couple months or so, we'll have a little day that we play for a long ass time, because
Fun.
we got story to push through, so, let's do it. Anyway, another shout out as usual to Oscar Garvin for our wonderful soundtrack we've been using. Check out his Twitter, Oscar Styles. Style.
Style.
It's just style.
Single
There's
style.
no S.
Oscar
Single
style.
style. Not style. Lululul's. Anyway.
You're doing great, Mason.
Thank you. It's been 2 weeks. I forget how to talk.
That's why she said you're doing great.
I actually haven't talked in 2 weeks completely.
Mason's
I only
mute
talk when I
outside.
Mason's actually 7.
Yeah.
I am 7.
The only way to express himself is through
7
nerdy
years
Dungeons
old, or-
and Dragons.
Yes.
Hey. All right. I think that's it. Unless anybody else has anything they want to bring up before we jump in.
Let's kill some shit.
Oh, so this is going to be a 12-hour shopping episode.
Yeah, we killing
Are you-
coin purse.
I didn't prep any battles. So
I want to go back and spend 12 hours at the pet shop.
Oh my God, no.
To just release another pet.
I'm just that you're gonna come back to Dead Karen and that pet shop's gonna have burnt down for some reason. So just
Whoa, not
be
why?
warned.
Why?
There was a very big lightning storm, and God just said, "Fuck that place."
yeah, pretty much. All right. Well, if that's it, we'll jump into our episode. Yahoo!
Crit Seekers.
All right. Well, that was the theme song for today.
So we get one.
Last time on Dingles and Dongers, you all emerged from your expedition into the pit, where you encountered a nest of kobolds that seemed to have taken some kind of item that you had presumed was located in a chest that you had seen when you first made your descent into the pit itself. A battle ensued in the throne room with these kobolds, and after a couple crazy instances, Tail had become the declared new ruler of this group, this little family of kobolds. And you all spent the night there in order to make your way back up and out the next morning. That next day had some interesting moments with the flying bat trainers.
Batmaster Marth is now
Yep.
in charge.
Yep.
Yeah,
And-
and Silent Wingy.
Silent Wingy. That's his name. I totally forgot. Good God. All right.
Snowy Owly.
And Snowy Owl, yeah.
And then you guys made your way. A little bit of the flying spell cast by DeWitt was used to pull you guys up and out. You made a little cairn of rocks on the edge of the cliffside, denoting where that entrance that you exited from the kobold lair.
For dead Cairn.
Yep. And saw a dead cairn maybe a mile or so in the distance and made your way back. You spoke with Alar 37 times in one day, as per usual in dead cairn. Informed
Well,
him
I
of
didn't
what
say
had
a
happened.
thing, okay?
You informed him of what had happened down with the kobolds, told him that they would be no issue, not to harm them, and kind of sought about tying up loose ends within the city itself. Did a little shopping to start out on your next leg of your adventure. Spoke with Idris, who you spoke with about the peculiar necessities of your to be built in the future. And he spoke with you about I think it was just a brief bit about that what he had sent you off to do, and not really knowing any information on how to find what you were looking for, other than that it's got to be out there somewhere. Went back and spoke with Cloud a little bit, who at the Botanica Arcana informed you that he had a colleague within the wilds that he was hoping for you to locate in order to help expand his business into some cities or a city there within the wilds itself. And you guys said goodbye to Brilda, who was very sad to see you all leaving.
I almost cried.
And you made your way out of the Lower Trod district in front of the gates, and that is where we pick up as you have all ventured out of Dead Cairn, finally onto the road for whatever awaits you.
On the road again.
That's a good book.
Might I ask, would you all like to do?
Hey guys, we've been together a long time, so I came up with a few names.
It's been about a month and a half,
That's a long time.
if that.
So I came up with a few names that we could go by. Do you guys want to hear them?
Sure. Probably anything would
okay.
probably be better than the Polar Masters, to be
All right.
perfectly honest.
This one's not the best one, in my opinion, but it's the AA gang, the Adventuring Anonymous gang.
Oh my god.
And then we got the B52s, like the B52s. Have you guys heard of that band? They're pretty good.
No, where do they hail
what?
from?
Somewhere, someplace. I don't know.
Like the wilds or from?
Yeah, probably the Wilds. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's the Talented Seven.
Oh, I think I like that one. I like that one.
Not only god of the kobolds, but god of the group.
I am lord of our group.
Are those all of the options that you have come up with?
Hey, yeah, it's a work in progress.
At this,
there are 7 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's
Perfect.
someone
That's
in
a
our group named Seven too.
And Vlad has that tattoo.
Oh yeah.
at the current moment, I am unfortunately leaning towards the tail one.
I am as well.
The talented seven.
Talented Seven.
Seven.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
like that one.
That one's pretty good, right?
Yeah. You know.
Oh my god.
They're all very good, DeWitt.
You
But
literally just said anything. Literally anything is better than the Polar Masters.
that is better than the Polar Masters. But let's keep workshopping it, all right?
I don't see the problem with
All
that
right,
one.
let's stick with the Talented Seven, and then if we find something better.
Or okay.
God damn it. Okay,
All right.
so.
So where are we going?
Yeah.
I think that we are going to the Iron Slopes because we now have haversack and now we can get more gold. Then we go visit my friends, Tik Tik and Chakta, and help them. Then we go somewhere else.
Wait, did we have a haversack?
Yes, I'm holding it.
We have haversack.
We have her.
That was
sack?
part of the deal with
Haversack.
Cloud for he gave you half off of the haversack to go and locate his companion and or his colleague
Bartholomew?
and try to Bartholomew.
Look, I wrote something down.
You did. I'm proud of you.
Mayo.
So,
So yeah, Iron Slopes.
that sounds good to me.
Hopefully nobody's stolen our money.
True. I don't think so. We cut the bridge.
Yeah.
Unless
mean-
someone can make doors like Irfan.
Or unless somebody can magically go across.
Oh yeah.
Like we did.
I don't know, but that is why we hid some underground.
Yes, but remember, what was his name? Vale.
Yeah, the person that something happened to. That something weird
Some
happened.
terrible tragedy had befallen him.
Yeah, actually, I don't remember anything
I
about
don't
being up there.
remember.
Yeah, that guy? No, I don't remember him at all.
Oh, you mean that guy that I like totally cut the shit out of, and like I don't know, we had a really big argument about
into
it.
his chest and murdered his friend right in front of him.
I don't
Yeah.
know who you're talking about. I am unaware of these events.
Clearly. I actually believe you.
Yeah, you do. You failed your insight on me.
I forgot about that.
Well, just him do it. Did I really see him do that? Did that? No.
No, it's more so that she believes that I don't remember anything about it.
Huh.
Anyway,
So you guys are heading to the Iron Slopes then?
we are
All right,
going.
so that is about 3 days travel from Dead Cairn, where you are currently. Is there anything during that 3 days travel that you guys would like to accomplish or to do?
Study my book.
I want to be looking
Which
out.
one again?
Giant.
Okay.
I want to be looking out for just like plants that I know I can make potions out of, or poisons, or stuff like that.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Every roll defaults to 7.
14.
A 14.
Never mind.
7 times 2.
So. Let's see. Sorry, I'm seeing if you had the DC for any of these, honestly. You do find, so traveling kind of outside of Dead Cairn that first day, you do end up finding kind of these creeping vines that seem to kind of grow up trees, like along branches of trees. It's like an odd shape of purple and has these really wide green leaves, and it's got some buds that seem to be beginning to sprout on them. And looking at them, you notice that it's something that Ruskin had pointed out to you that you had learned about in your poison training, known as crimson ladies. However, the part of the plant that is the poisonous part can be used to make poison is the flowers that blossom from these buds, and generally they don't really blossom until the summer. And right now you're kind of bordering on the end of winter and beginning of spring, so there's not really any buds at the moment that have blossomed. But if you ever came back this way, you would know to find those there.
Oh, sweet. Okay. You said just outside of Dead Cairn, or?
Yeah, like that first day of traveling, just kind of around the you also notice them kind of growing on the wall, like around the edges of the walls of the city.
Oh.
But as you're traveling, they also grow up on like around tree branches and whatnot.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you did not roll high enough to find anything else.
Jesus.
Yeah, most of them are a 15.
Then I would like to use my 2 goblin berry bushes and turn those into just regular healing potions as we travel. Or
Okay.
attempt to.
You do find some goblin berry bushes and ginyak weed as well. That you did a lot of work with Ruskin, and these are easily identifiable. Yet, I mean,
Well, I'll grab some more if I can.
yeah. The ginyak is, it's like growing out in like the grasslands that are kind of out that first day, stretching out from Dead Cairn. Same with the goblin berry bushes.
Okay. Should I just choose how much I get, or
You can, you have a haversack now, so you can whatever you want to carry. Keep in mind there are limits to the haversack, and if you guys start getting enough stuff, we'll have to look into those. But
Well,
for now,
I can just carry them on me, right? I mean, I'm not carrying that much stuff, so
yeah, definitely.
I'll take
Oh.
like
Make 12
3 goblin berry bushes, 3 more, and then 2 like ginyak weeds.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to make healing potions on the way.
Okay.
Oh, if you're trying to make healing potions.
Yeah, man.
I have 2 blood staunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I could make them as well, but if you're already on it.
Yeah, I'll use it if you want me to be doing that.
Yeah, I was going to keep an eye on the road, so
You have blood staunch?
yeah, I have 2.
I'll carry it and
Okay.
then make some stuff with it.
All right.
I believe there is one other thing that you come across.
Oh.
You come across, and this one you had just more read about. I don't know if you really did any experimenting on it with Ruskin, but it was a simple one that he kind of passed over. But
Are you sure I read about it?
Yes. So you
can't read.
kind of towards the end of that first day, as you're kind of getting ready to set up camp, as it's kind of more turned into like these high plains that start to lead up elevation towards the Iron Slopes. You come across, well, as you guys are setting up camp that night around the area, this kind of tough yellowish stalk that has these stiff triangular leaves, and there are like it looks like a weed, but there is these cluster of white flowers that grows on it, and the petals of the flowers are coated with this dusty powder that you remember Ruskin describing to be itching powder that you can use to make itching powder.
Oh, sweet.
So you can gather some of this thousand weed if you would
Did
like
you
to
say
make
they-
itching powder.
You say you can use itching powder to make itching powder?
Basically, well, so the powder itself, it more
Mild
causes a slight
irritation?
rash when it comes into contact with
Yeah.
the skin. So you would use your poisoner's kit to kind of make it a little stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, other than that, there's not really a lot in this kind of area. And you would also know from your teachings with Ruskin that given it being kind of grassland, plain-like area, there's not a lot more than what you found that grows here. Maybe a couple others that might be used in higher level poisons that you're not quite sure how to make yet, but majority of what you learned and studied, you've come across and know how to locate and
So, how much am I allowed to make at a time?
you can make one potion per long
day,
rest.
per
You can
long rest?
attempt to make
Okay.
one potion. So
Does it
is
take
there
3 nights or like 2 nights?
just that night?
Or I meant like for us to get to
it's
the
3
Iron
nights to
Slopes.
get to
It's
the
3
Iron
nights.
Slopes.
Okay.
So the rest of you, is there anything you want to do as you kind of reach the end of your first day's travel, begin to set up camp for the evening? It's been a relatively sunny, cloudless day. As I said, it's kind of coming towards the end of winter, kind of beginning of spring. So there's kind of that warm air, but still that kind of
Warm.
nippy overtone, like breeze that blows through. It's a titty bit nipply out there.
Right.
But relatively cloudless, nice, easy traveling days. You go to set up camp for the evening, and the oranges and purples and dark reds kind of start to take the sky for the sun setting.
I'd like to distribute some of the health potions that I've gathered because I have 5. So I'll give one to Nyx. Yes. Wait, you already have some, don't you? And you have one? Okay, so I'll give one to Nyx, one to DeWitt, one to Seven, one to Irfan, and then keep one for myself.
Okay.
And
What kind of health potion is it?
It's just a regular one.
Oh, okay.
I only bought regular ones. I don't have enough money for greater.
I need to find the time to go to a craft store and buy some little vials so I can make health potions for you guys. I think that would be beneficial.
Are those
That'd be fun.
2d4 plus 4?
There's
Yes.
2d4
Plus two.
2.
Plus 2.
Yeah. And
Okay.
while we're traveling, I want to keep a really close eye out on the roads because I do not trust people anymore. Well, I've never really, but yeah, I want to
Understandable.
make sure that I'm helming perception checks.
Traveling that first day, you maybe like just outside the city come across a couple of farmers who may have had like property outside the city that they're using to farm goods. But after that, maybe a couple hours from the city, you don't really come in contact with anybody that first day's
Sounds good.
travel. So you kind of pull off. Do you guys set up camp like right off the road, or do you go a little further into the? At this point, you're in kind of like high plains, grassland like area. So there's
I do
trees,
still have-
very
I do
few,
still have
far and few, but
wild cunning, which one of the things that I can do with it is I can find a suitable shelter within. I can't remember how many feet. I think it's like 300. It's something stupid long.
okay.
But
I mean, there's not really suitable shelter in the grass and like grasslands. There's a few like far and few trees, but none of them are massive, like, coverage. They're kind of just smaller trees that sprout up.
I'll leave that up to you. Better judgment, 7.
if there's like nothing at all, even like I don't know, like a bunch, like a small covering, not like a small bunch of trees like clumped together or anything like that, or
Not really in this first day's worth of travel. As you get closer to the Iron Slopes, there are definitely more groupings of trees as it kind of starts to turn into that forest that like
Okay.
encircles
Is it just like
but
a plain?
Sorry,
pretty much just
yeah.
plains.
I mean, in that case, I say we should just
Go right off the road.
yeah.
Okay. All right, so you guys pull off.
I'll cast Leomun's tiny hut
Okay.
so we can camp out in there.
We don't have any horses, so it's not a problem. We can fit everybody into it.
Right. So I'm assuming red, green, and yellow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So this, you spend, I think it's a 10-minute casting time, I believe. Yeah. So you spend 10 minutes kind of focusing your arcane energy and that you, because you do it while you're playing, right? Yeah. So as
Yeah.
you're kind of strumming and just focusing that learned ability that you picked up along your travels, and you all start to see this kind of opaque substance start to form into a dome around the ground with just this light hue of red, green, and yellow over the top of it, kind of shimmering. And for 10 minutes, you create your little tiny hut.
Yeah, man. We got a tiny hut.
Mhm.
All
That's
right.
useful.
I'll stay up for a few hours and then just watch the stars.
Okay.
I'm gonna, like, before I go to bed, I'm gonna practice. Like, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and practice with my thieves' tools to just, like, even though there's, like, no locks, I want to try and see it.
So you go to reach into your pack and grab your thieves' tools, and as you pull it out, it's not your original thieves' tools. There's kind of a really nice leather case sitting in your pack, and there's a little note coming off of it that just says A. And you open it, and it's like a really fine set of thieves' tools, like well-made expert thieves' tools.
Oh.
Do we notice that?
I mean, maybe? I don't know.
Aren't you looking at the stars right now?
Yeah. Wow, these stars are really thieves' tools.
Oh, shiny!
I can smell them.
Smell those thieves' tools
from a mile away.
It's safe to say that Alar finally
Squirrel?
has his own set of thieves' tools.
Yes.
He took my old ones.
Well, I mean, hopefully.
I mean,
they
these
do
are
a
like
bit
brand
better.
new looking, nice.
Hell yeah.
Like, yeah.
Are they?
Well, I'll,
pl-
she'll smile a little bit. And
are
just,
you
like,
saying they're +1 thieves tool?
I mean, technically. Technically, they're what? +3 thieves' tools because of your expertise? Yeah.
guess who's gonna be a good rogue from here on out? Maybe.
Probably every other party member but Nix.
Emphasis on the maybe.
Cyrax, are you here?
Everyone's highly
But yeah,
suspect.
I'm just gonna practice then with Mage
spell
Hand
Jesus
and try to
without
just
sus.
see if I through that I'll get more like control.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. The rest of you, so you're
Oh my god, I
Do
want
it,
that as a
you're-
bumper sticker.
you're kind of, as you're sitting around the fire, working more on making the potion than anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So roll a medicine check.
17.
17. It doesn't take you too long at all from remembering all of your week of training with Ruskin.
Wow.
And just kind of going through. Oh wait, no, Ruskin didn't teach you herbalism. Kid is how
I already
you're doing
knew-
that.
yeah, I already knew herbalism,
So that's something
but
that
not
you learned
poisoners, yeah.
from, you know, doing this a long enough time that it's doesn't take you long at all. Couple hours maybe of sitting there working with the compounds, and you have a basic healing potion.
Nice.
Oh wait, so you were doing this at night?
Yeah, I'm doing it all at night. I
Oh.
can't really do it when I'm walking.
That's that's
Yeah.
fair. Well,
Unfortunately,
then I
if you
could
guys had
just
a
I'll take
cart-
those blood staunch back and do it too because I have an herbalism kit
Oh yeah.
as well.
Okay.
That I'm also proficient in.
Hey, take these.
Okay.
You know those things you gave me? Take them back.
So roll a medicine check as well. Same way.
Ooh, it's almost a crit fail. It's a 3 plus my medicine.
-1.
Why is that?
-2.
It's a +7 to my medicine.
So 10. So you kind of watch DeWitt throw this together with ease, and there's that feeling of competition almost where you're like, okay, yeah, well, that's what I can do. By the time he finishes his potion, you aren't sure if you put the blood staunch in or just some normal kind of like weeds that had sprouted up around the same area. You kind of like sprawled your stuff out just on the dirt in front of you and went to go. And
Been a while.
by that
been a
time,
while.
you could work on it and not sleep, or you could try and finish it the next night.
I'll try to finish it the next night.
Okay. So
Feels good.
Been a while. Shit got me.
is there anything anyone else would like to do before
I spend time with Owly.
with Owly? Oh, I forgot
Owly.
that in the recap.
Oh, I thought
got
you
your
said
owl,
Owly, and I was like-
Irfan got a cat, but he let go because he could not keep it in a room.
Hey, it dealt damage to him, okay?
Your owl is still in the cage. I'm taking it. So you've just been like walking with this white owl in the cage.
Tied him to my back.
Been like relatively quiet, almost kind of sleeping, like head tucked into its wings the whole walk. And now that it's evening, it's kind of up and about, and you're kind of sitting there. What are you doing?
So I have food to feed him.
Okay. So
I
you
feed
just
him.
feed him.
I make him happy.
Okay, roll animal handling check.
Are you keeping that in the cage the whole time?
No, but he has to like think smarter.
Just like you, bud.
The
11.
irony.
11. Okay. There's a moment where it's hesitant to grab the food from you, and eventually you just kind of toss it in the bottom of the cage, and it eats the food, but there's like a grateful hoot towards you, and just kind of goes back
Good,
to
Owly.
picking its feathers with its beak.
See, he's already thinking better.
Is there anything else anyone would like to do before?
Hey, Nix,
Yeah.
do you maybe want to put like an alarm around the tent or
Oh
anything?
yeah. I already did that.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I do that every night.
Oh. Okay. Never mind.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
Yeah, as you were like casting for the hut, she kind of was going around lining it with that copper wire. Yeah,
Silver.
silver. I was gonna say brass. Anyway, copper,
metal
silver,
You said
brass,
copper.
silver wire. Piece of copper wires for message. Silver wire around the tiny hut itself.
What's gold wire for?
All right, so
You don't want to know.
you're staying up to watch the stars for a little bit, or
Just a little bit, yeah. Because, I mean, I never saw them when I was younger.
truth?
Nothing can get
So-
into this hut, right? So do we need to keep watch, or should we?
Hey, don't write that down.
Yeah, nothing can
It's canon
come
now.
in.
Not unless
Except
it's
us.
invited.
It is
Yeah.
canon.
But the hut does disappear if you leave it.
So I'm going to stay in here.
Right.
Okay. So you're staying up to watch the stars for a little bit then, Irfan. As sleep kind of begins to take all of you, that hopeful feeling of kind of having this new, for a lot of you, this family that maybe isn't something that you've really had in this way before. And just that hope for whatever journeys are to come ahead. Most of you fall into that slumber, Nimue. So as the kind of fog of sleep
I
takes
actually
your
felt
mind,
fear in my stomach right then.
Why is he saying my name?
as the fog of sleep kind of slowly overtakes your mind, you find yourself having this odd feeling of consciousness, but also the knowing that you're in a dream, but you're conscious of what's around you. And you kind of glance around and start to notice that you're in a familiar looking meadow. I think I'm gonna have to ask everyone to leave the table here for a moment.
Already?
Yay, it's my turn. I'm so excited.
When is it going to
She's
be?
having a Are you saying she's having a lucid dream?
Yeah, dude.
Essentially.
God damn.
Damn.
Damn. Thanks.
I'm
Yeah,
scared.
sorry, they don't know a lot about your side of things yet, so
They don't.
Oscar Garvin, everyone.
I just hope I don't wake up throwing up seawater.
Never know.
Why does it take them
As
so
we
long to
wait.
get in there?
Because they diddle daddle.
They're like, I need to eat a weenie
Is it
first.
diddle daddle or dilly dally?
Dilly dally, but
Diddle daddle. They diddle
diddle
daddle.
daddle. Don't diddle daddle,
So-
people.
As you take a couple steps out into this meadow, you glance forward and you can see the tree towering above you, half living, half dead. And beneath it, you see a familiar elven-featured figure. And seated around what seems to be like a small, almost like wooden picnic table. And she glances up towards you and gestures with her hand, just very gently, for you to come forward.
I'll move forward and sit down at the table.
So as you sit, you can see that there is tea. She's almost got tea sitting in front of you. You now see clearly the visage of Varuna sitting there. And she says, "Care for some tea?"
I would love some.
She puts a cup in front of you and pours a cup. And there's a moment of almost anticipation that fills you as she sits back and kind of straightens her posture and adjusts and kind of stares off longingly over your shoulder or more thoughtfully than longingly, and takes very slow sips of her tea. A couple minutes pass of this, and you start to get that like antsy feeling, and just as you're about to kind of explode and say something, she stops and sets her cup down and she says, "These companions you find yourself with, do you trust them?"
I don't really trust anybody anymore.
That is good quality. However, there may be times where it is foolish to believe such a thing. Can they be trusted to at least further your cause?
I think that they wouldn't hinder it, but I don't really know what my cause is anymore.
That is the question, isn't it? What do you feel your purpose is?
I don't know. I thought it was to continue with my path set by my father, but obviously things changed.
And now?
I just want to be a good person. And I don't know what I can do to achieve that.
And what, might I ask, is a good person to you?
I want to help people, but I also want to further my own goals. I want to find that person, and I want to help you.
Good. This is all good. Well, as you can most likely tell, I've brought you back for a purpose. What that is, I cannot fully explain to you now. It's my apologies to be cryptic. However, the nature of reality requires such things. There are things set in motion now that cannot be changed, and I cannot influence much from where I currently reside. It requires a lot of energy, you see, to even project to you now as I do. Just know that I do have goals for you, should you accept them. For now, these companions, friends that you find yourself with, trust that if they do not protect you, well, they should be dealt with. Now, for the time being, we need to protect those around you that protect you. So I will exert some form of energy, that whatever I can, should you find yourself in trouble, to protect yourself and your allies. It might not be much, but, well, fate is a tricky thing, and I'm not against pulling on those strings, should I have to, in order to further what needs to be done. But for now, just continue on your path.
Thank you. I have one question for you.
Yes.
Do you know what happened to your temple in Deadcan?
I felt a disturbance when
In the
I
forest?
was trying not to, but it just made more sense. I felt a disturbance when that event took place. However, I have no inkling at the moment as to what would have caused it. I will keep whatever eyes and ears open I can, and hopefully that information shall find us when the time is right.
All right.
Is there
Thank
anything
you.
else you might ask of me while I am here?
Do you know what that artifact was? Have you seen it before? There was the one in the
Yes.
chest signed by your name.
Yes, I have. When we first came to this world, it was not much like the world that you see around you. It needed creative minds to take the fate of it into their hands and make some changes. And this device, this artifact that you currently possess, do note that it is a powerful magic. It is something dangerous. We locked it away for a reason. However, it belongs to a larger whole, a larger device that, while I'm not sure I can explain the specifics, it's a lot for a mortal mind to process. These devices we used to shape the world that you see now.
So what should we do with the artifact now that it has been released?
I believe that fate will guide you on the right path with that. I trust that you will not let it fall into the wrong hands, and it will be taken care of. There is not much I can do now, or from where I'm at, it has already been unearthed and discovered. So at least it is in the hands of one that I can keep tabs on.
All right. Thank
Is that everything?
Yes.
My time is running short.
I figure. Thank you for meeting with me again.
I will when I can. I can't say it will be often, but whenever, you will know. And she kind of just leans back at that point and kind of stares off thoughtfully in the distance again. And you sip tea for another couple minutes, and then it's almost like watching like an old television screen where it kind of like the picture starts to flicker a little bit and starts to unfocus, and then you're pulled out. And you don't wake in a start. Your eyes just kind of flutter open, and you can see kind of the shimmering red, yellow, and green above you of the layman's tiny hut. And you blink a couple times and kind of realize that you're back there. Yeah.
Okay. Is it morning or
No, it is still nighttime at this point.
am I able to fall back asleep?
You don't have too much trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I wasn't going to suffer like some sort of shit from that.
All right, I'll grab everyone else.
Cool.
Come on.
Oh, hi, dogs. I didn't know you were in there.
We're just gonna play in Russell's room.
You're gonna play what?
We're gonna play in Russell's room. Start a new
Yeah.
campaign.
We're gonna set up the table in there.
Okay.
You can have my mattress though. So
What'd you guys talk about?
We're actually gonna run a parallel second campaign with all the side NPCs that we meet.
Yep. All right.
I call playing Brilda.
All right.
How are you, dear?
Brilda. All
So I'm
right.
assuming that's when I level up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Welcome back, everybody else. So, Irfan, as you
Everybody, please leave the room.
as you finally stop, you stop watching the stars and realize that it's time to go to sleep. You feel that kind of exhaustion from the day's travels overtake you, and you make your way inside this tiny hut of red, yellow, and green. And
I have to specify.
Yeah, man, it's the best hut.
Yep. So as sleep begins to overtake you, it's again that feeling as you close your eyes open. You feel your eyes close and then your eyes open up. And you again see yourself standing in the vast desert that stretches in all distances, and in front of you, the wall to the Eternal Citadel. It stretches in both directions.
I turn around. No, I go towards the citadel.
You start to walk towards the doors, and the large stone doors, there's a creak, and they open up.
I just think to myself, why do the giant stone doors make it? How do they open? Where does the sound come from? I'm just very confused right now.
Fascinated by walls and doors.
Apparently.
How do doors open?
The craftsmanship.
How do they work?
Earphone, Christ.
You step in and see the familiar landscape of the Eternal Citadel around you, with the rundown, kind of ramshackle buildings that stretch around in that circle that surrounds the middle pond, like almost like it's about the size of a pond that's surrounded with docks, and in the center that pit, that void that just seems to go down and stretch.
So it's like it's like that big drain in California that there's pictures of, right? It's like in the middle of a lake, and then it's just this giant drain where everything just empties. Okay.
Exactly what
That's
it
what
looks
I've always
like.
figured it as.
Yeah. Yeah. And then obviously ahead of you, you can see the towers rise to that singular spire.
Be like, hello, Citadel. What can I do for you today?
As you say this, there's the stone doors close behind you.
There's no wind or anything.
Not at the moment.
Oh, fuck. I make my way towards the spire.
Okay. As you start to head towards the spire, there's a a breeze that starts to take up, and papers kind of blow around and rustle on the ground in front of you.
Russell.
Wait. 7? Wait.
I pick up the first one. Well, I pick them up in order.
So the one you pick up a couple of them around your area, and a familiar word just says "seek."
I figured it would be that one. What's the next one? Or they all
As
say
you
that?
continue and get closer to the citadel door, there's another breeze, and pages seem to blow in from the other side, seemingly out of nowhere, just carried on the breeze. And one lands in front of you and kind of slowly drifts to the ground. And you pick that one up and flip it over, and it says "learn." And as you step to the door, the citadel, or the spire door, you go to reach for the handle, and it opens up without you even grasping the handle itself.
I go in.
As you step in, there's another familiar sight of almost like a stone podium sitting there in the middle of the room. And on it is a rounded stone, not like a sphere, but just a rounded stone of the similar material coloring as like the door itself, with that patina, almost
And my
coppery
necklace.
color, same as your necklace, same as the scar on your hand.
Okay. I go and put my hand on it.
Okay. As you kind of put your hand on it, you feel like a pulse of energy under your palm, and it starts to spread up and through your entire body, and you can see this coating start to overtake your hand of the same color and same material as your scar and of the stone that you've put your hand on, and it spreads up your arm and starts to spread over your body. And you kind of like startled for a second, take a step back as you're watching this, and you hear like a soft crunch under your foot. And as you look down, there's another paper under your foot.
I pick. Is my body still stone? Still
You're
looks
not
like
stone.
It looks
You
like
can
it, though.
move. You feel normal. You just see, this is the vision, like what you see overtaking your body is that colored material.
I want to look at the paper.
So you pick up the paper, and it says
Girth.
"protect."
All right.
Funny, but I will ask, please don't do that when I'm in the middle of story stuff. It says "protect."
What would you like me to protect?
You say out loud, and there's no response.
All right.
As you glance down, that stone color seems to fade and vanish into your skin, leaving your normal skin tone. The scar on your hand still remains.
Yeah.
And as you kind of glance back up from that scar, you can see another door that wasn't there before on the wall behind the podium.
Before I leave, the door closed behind me, right?
No.
Can I go back and look for a weapon besides the dagger?
What are you looking for?
Some type of sword that looks decent. Probably back in that storm where we found all that stuff before when we had to pass through here.
Okay, easy enough. You head back, and it's full of rusty short swords. Ancient looking, rusted weapons.
Any of them have any interesting handles?
They all look the same. Almost like it's, like an armory for like a military force or something like that, where all the weapons are kind of made in a similar fashion for the troops.
Probably pass and just leave.
Okay.
Thank the Citadel.
All right. So you go back into the spire and open that door, and as you kind of step out, it's darkness almost, and you step into the darkness, and the door shuts behind you, and your eyes flutter open, and you find yourself laying on the ground inside the dome.
Is it next morning?
You can see light, like dusk, or not dusk, dawn, just starting. Like there's a very slight hint of light, but it's not quite morning yet.
But like I got regular amount of sleep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
All right.
So the rest of you, as the dawn light and morning slowly starts to overtake the sky, find your eyes opening with your friends surrounding you in this tiny hut of Frostfarian colors.
Oh, good morning, everyone.
Hey, good morning.
Everyone have a good night's sleep?
Yeah, I feel great.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I say we continue on.
Kind of hungry.
Oh, that is fair. Hungry is not good.
Who has the good berries?
Me.
Can I have a good
And then
berry?
I cast good berry.
All right.
I just make all 10 of them.
Okay.
Thank
I
you, sir.
take two.
I have to come up with consequences for eating 2 good berries.
You're bloated.
Disadvantage on
Diarrhea.
dexterity checks. You have diarrhea.
You got the runs.
Jesus.
We just
lad,
have
you
every
should have
20
two of
minutes
them as
of
well.
for
They are
fucking
very good.
Talon to go
You should
shit in
try
the woods.
another.
Why? Is there another one?
Oh, I think there is one more or two more.
Oh, is there
Extra.
more?
Yeah, there's 2 more extra.
Well, then give me another one.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, hurry and find a consequence. Because now we have 2 people eating good berries.
Oh my god. All
I
right.
had 2 good berries.
Both of you roll constitution saving throws.
9.
20.
Taylor, your
Makes sense.
black hole pit of a stomach seems to take this just fine. Vlad, there's a moment after you eat them where, do you remember when we were younger how there were those little animals that you would put in water, like little foam spongy ones, and they eventually just kind of like grew into these giant, yeah, that's 2 good berries in your stomach. So as you're kind of sitting there about the morning, your stomach, you start to feel this indigestion, and there's a moment where you like have some like reflux come up, and you stop for a second, and then your stomach just like, and you feel bloated. Like this pressure just pushing against your belly. Like you have just eaten 3 whole days worth of food in one sitting. Yeah.
So 3 whole chickens.
3 whole chickens.
This is how 7 kills the party. Force feeds
Secretly
everyone
force
good
feeds them 2
berries.
good berries.
What would happen if you ate 3 good berries?
You don't want to know.
Fucking find out.
You just actually
You're
explode.
not ready for that.
You ever fed pigeons like
No.
what is it that makes them explode?
Dude, it would actually
be
be
like-
like way to like assassinate somebody. It's to like make a
Stuff
salad
good
with
berries
10
down
good
their
berries in it.
10 good berries.
They just blow up like
poison
that
trap.
chick from Willy Wonka.
It just makes you feel bloated. Unfortunately, you can't use it to
Turn it
kill
violent,
people.
Violet.
Damn.
Not with that attitude.
What about 20 good berries?
I cast good berry at 4th level.
All right.
Hello,
so
sir. I brought you
the
a
day-
bowl full of berries.
The day and a slight bit of
Enjoy.
indigestion are now yours.
I am quite full now. I think we should go.
Yeah,
I am ready. If anyone else is ready. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'll walk out.
Okay. So you head out for your second day of travels. Still a calm-looking, sunny sky. There's a few more clouds dotting the horizon and the sky above you, but mostly clear for the most part. There's anyway. There's a slightly cooler breeze that runs through, like, kind of gives you a chill throughout the day as you're traveling. But the physical exertion kind of it makes up for it, kind of warms you as you travel. Most of the day goes by without anything. You don't pass really any other travelers on the road either this way. You eventually, sun starts to set and you go to set up your next day of camp. Is there anything anyone would like to do? Nimue, you'd like try and finish your potion?
Yeah,
Just
sure.
roll me another medicine check.
That's a natural
Bag
one.
of shame. Bag of shame.
All right,
So as
different
you,
dice.
you kind of go and there's that frustration and you go and start mixing the ingredients back together. Your hands kind of sweaty from the annoyance of just having to do this all over again, and the vial slips from your grasp as you're going to mix and shatters on a rock at your feet, and you
Can't
kind of
believe
just
I've done
stare
this.
at it for a second. So, unfortunately.
Awesome.
All right.
I'm gonna make one myself if I can.
All right. How much blood staunch do you have?
I'm using goblinberry bushes.
Oh, is it both? I can't remember.
You can use
one.
goblin-berry
Yeah, there's,
bushes,
like, 4
blood
different
staunch.
ingredients in which you can make a health potion with.
Yeah.
It's at least it says on the paper. You
And then
can.
like the
I
apprentice health
don't have it
potion, the
pulled
first
up.
level one is like only one ingredient, and then the higher up you get, the more ingredients you have to use.
Yeah. How much do you have? Is more what I.
lot.
Okay.
I bought 2 before I left, and then I picked up 3 outside of Dead Cairn, and then I also had something else. So I had 5. So I have 4 now. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. What the fuck? Hello?
Hello.
That's in the herbalism kit, isn't it?
See.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So we'll say, what you gathered is 4-1, so you would have 4 uses left. So roll a medicine check.
16.
16. Takes you a little bit longer than the night before, but no issues. End up making the potion quite easily.
Anyway, perhaps you should give back the blood staunch to the wit, because it looks like he's a little bit better.
Throwing shade.
I just don't respond.
All right. Okay. Is there anything else anyone else would like to do for the evening?
Owly,
All right. What are you doing this time?
I am talking to him. I want
Is
to
your-
make conversation with him all day long.
Is your owl's name
Like-
Ali?
No, Owly.
Oh, it sounds
Owly!
like you're saying Ali.
That's fine. But don't call him that.
So what you're just talking to him?
and feeding him. I want him to be my friend.
All right. Kind of gives you the cocked puppy dog owl head look a couple times. Roll an animal handling check.
A 14.
14. So this time as you kind of put you have the dead mice, right? Yeah, through the cage. He there's a couple of cocked head looks at you, and then he kind of hops forward a little bit and like snatches the mouse out of your hand, but he eats it from your hand.
Good, Owly.
Oh, I wish I could feed Bali like that, but he's not very hungry.
Yeah, but look, you can let Valley out of the cage. I want to let this one out, but he tried to like get out in the shop already.
Oh, Valley's never in a cage. That would be cruel.
Oh, help me then. How do I make him not be in here?
You open that door on the cage and he's no longer in there.
Don't let the owl out. You're going to lose him. He'll fly away.
So wait, do that or don't do that?
Don't.
Maybe.
Oh, but you said
maybe
you won't
could,
let him out of cage.
You could make a leash for him,
What's that?
a little rope.
You're
You
fine.
know that you attach to.
I have a large rope.
Well, you need a littler one than that.
Do you
and then
have-
you attach it to his foot, and then you hold the other end of the rope, and then he won't fly. If he tries to fly away, then he won't, or he can't.
So, Nix, will you make me a little rope?
Let
Sure,
it out.
I will try.
Let it out to the
I'll
cage.
take like a 6-foot section of my hempen rope
Okay.
and
You're
I don't
only
know,
giving it a
just
6-foot
cut it off
leash?
and tie it around Snowy Owly's foot. Will that work?
I would say your arms are small enough to fit through the bars. Make a dexterity check as this jumping, screeching owl is hopping away from you, trying to.
9?
9. Every time you go to wrap it around his leg, it like lifts that leg up, and you go to the other one and lifts that leg up, and that spins, and it's just fluttering. You're not able to tie it to the
I'm
owl's
just
leg.
gonna like shove the rope towards Vlad. Here, you know what? I don't really care that much to keep trying, so here you go. Here's the rope.
Okay, thank you for this little rope.
You could always just use the magic rope if you're not just going to let it free.
Oh, just use the magic rope to go in there and tie itself around its foot.
Oh, but the magic rope
Exactly.
is super
But
big.
then it will be like 60 feet. I mean, that would be kind of nice for like a pet owl.
It's
you know?
kind of an animal that lives in the air. It's 6 feet is like nothing for it.
Well, I'm just saying until he has it trained to not fly away. A shorter leash might be better, but again, I'm whatever.
Okay.
6 feet.
Okay, anything else?
Hey, Nix,
No.
man.
Yeah.
I've got some poisons here. Do you want them for your
Yes, I do.
daggers?
Absolutely.
Okay.
What kind of?
I've got assassin's blood. I think that will work real good
Ooh,
for
that
you.
sounds fun.
Yeah.
Assassin's blood.
I'll give you 1 vial.
Okay.
Um,
What does it do?
if you put it on your weapon, it definitely goes away at some point. So you'll want to put it on like before we go into a fight or something like
Okay.
that. But if you hit someone with it, they take poison damage. They take 1d12.
Ooh,
Yeah,
1d12?
Mhm. On a failed save. On a successful save, they take half. But
Okay.
and they're poisoned as well if they fail. So, but it's an easy DC.
Is it your DC?
No, it's a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it.
Anyone else want one? I got
What?
an extra.
Want
Some
what?
poison.
Are those? Is that cereal? Oh, it's gummy worms.
Yeah, I want some.
You
It
want
looked
some?
like
Yeah, what do I do
Fruit
with it?
Loops
Do I
or
drink it
something.
like you did?
Don't drink unless you want to.
Is that what I do with it?
No, you put it on your weapon and then it hurts people.
Then
Before we
Then
fight.
why were you drinking it?
That is a great question, man.
Okay, I will take this and I will put it on my weapon.
Don't do it yet. Do it before we go in a fight.
Okay, let me know before I go into battle.
Well, you probably know better when you're gonna go into battle than me, so.
You're right, I will do this. What is
Alright.
it?
It's assassin's blood.
All right. So, if that's everything, you guys settle in for another night's sleep in your Rasta hut. And night goes by. No dreams tonight. You're all awake the next morning. Is the kind of light. What?
I just playfully rolled my dice, the new dice, to replace the other dice that were rolling shilly, and I rolled a 1.
Man, why is this
like you
not
need
like
more dice.
Randall's campaign to you guys?
I
I don't know, my
know.
campaign, everyone crits. Like there were like 3 crits in a row and during one fight, and I got real sad.
I mean, we did it first. We were rolling real good in the beginning.
It's true. All right. So you wake up, and as you kind of you step out of the hut, and it dissipates, and you look around. There seems to be a good amount more clouds, like cloud cover in the sky, kind of like a darker, ominous hue, like a storm seems to be brewing in the near future.
Not another
There's
tornado.
A slightly more chilly air. It's not another tornado.
Storm's coming.
Might get a little wet.
Hey, Teo.
Oh, yes?
Veracity or challenge?
Oh, both.
I challenge you to tell me the truth.
You have to just pick one.
Oh,
Do you want to answer a question or do you want to do something funny?
what is something funny?
Well, I'm not going to tell you until you choose. You have to pick veracity or challenge. Which one sounds like a better word to you? It's just
Well, veracity sounds funny because I don't know what that means.
Are you sure? Is that your final
I'm sure
answer?
I don't know what that means.
Okay. All right. So after experiencing firsthand how the nature of man is easily corrupted, like the Rat King.
This is a really
and
deep question
Vale.
for Dale.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of hoping you'd choose challenge, but this is I was wondering, are you still convinced that being human is better than being a hobgoblin?
I mean, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't think that.
Because now you're a king.
Oh, I
And I
am
don't
a
think
king.
you'd be a king if you were a human.
Oh, I don't know. I know that there are many human kings.
Yeah, but only one. That's the king of the kobolds.
Oh, I don't know about that. There are probably more kobolds out there that have a king.
Not as cool as you, though.
Oh, I know that.
Well, duh.
I'm just saying, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. What was your question?
I didn't really think I'd get a straightforward answer. Are you do you still want to be human?
I think so. Why?
That's the game. I'm just trying to learn,
Learn about me?
Yeah. I want to know. I think I like you better kind of as a hobgoblin.
What?
I don't think I would have said that. I just think that it's cool that you became a king,
Oh, I think so too.
Okay. Well, that went
There were
really
never
poorly.
there were never kings in my tribe. There were just chieftains.
Oh. See, you've risen above.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah. I mean, what about the Thri-Kreen? Are we going to go see them again?
The what?
Oh, my friends.
Yeah, they're little.
Tick,
the
and
little.
Chakta.
Yeah,
I
Tick,
think we
Tick.
are going to go see them. I think we are going to go after Iron Slope.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah, maybe you'll become king of the praying mantis people.
Oh, maybe. Okay. I think I know what I want to do now.
Life purpose.
Become a king of all of the weird creatures of Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. Now, what was the game?
It's over. It's yeah.
Oh, I don't
You
feel
did
like
well.
did I
Good
win?
round, yeah. Yeah, man.
I won.
Now me. My
Oh,
turn.
I was thinking too. If somebody doesn't want to do a challenge or answer a question, there should be like a buyout option, like 50 gold.
Holy shit, yeah.
No, I know. So if you really don't want to answer something,
what
that
if
there's
I
a way
have no
out,
gold?
but it's not.
I have
I
no
literally
gold right
have
now.
0 gold at the moment.
Well,
What's
then
the
you'd,
50
if
gold
you
go
play the
to?
game, then you would have to do it.
Literally.
You would have to do it. I don't know. I just thought that would make it kind of fun.
I do like the spiciness of that.
Yeah.
Do you like spicy food?
I take
Yeah, man.
challenge.
We never had spicy food when I was growing up.
Challenge.
I didn't ask you.
Challenge.
It doesn't work like that. You can't be like, I want to do so. Okay.
Challenge.
Are you sure?
Challenge.
No.
Okay, no.
Yes.
Veracity or challenge.
Challenge.
I challenge you to write a song for DeWitt and then sing it to him in front of all of us.
That sounds awesome.
If you buy out of this one, I will.
How much
You
gold
will
again?
regret it.
Jesus.
I should have said that after.
Oh, it is 150 gold to buy out.
I will give you 12.
No, sorry. Now you have to do it. You don't have to do it right now. You have till the end of the day.
Tonight, around the campfire, Earpod shall redeem himself.
All right, go myself. And start a new character.
Well, Earpod mysteriously died.
We came up with that name in Russell's room.
Wow. I can read minds. I am God.
Just remember, you wanted this,
Give me 2 days.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I will not forget. And I
You have a
got
little
DeWitt
something
with
in
me.
your hair. Oh, you got it.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
This is a weird game.
You don't like it?
I don't know. I don't know the rules.
Jesus. Anything else?
No.
I
Okay.
don't think so.
All right. So you guys sleep for the evening. You wake up. The cloud. It's kind of an eerie cloud-like day as you begin your travels.
Hey,
Um,
stretch this out so I can write this song.
all right. So you're at the Iron Slopes. No, but for real, it's probably about another half, like 3/4 day travel. It's probably like late afternoon by the time you reach the forest that surrounds the base of the Iron Slopes themselves. Maybe about another half day's travel up into the slopes.
So we probably don't want to start going up the slopes right now because, as we remember last time, it was very dangerous to go up at night.
Yeah, we probably want to camp out.
Yes,
And there's more cover here.
indeed. And yeah, there's no way to, I don't know, sleep safely on the slopes unless we get all the way up there. But
Nope.
all right, then I guess we can just stay here for the night, I suppose.
All right.
All right.
Seven, find us a good
yeah.
camping spot.
All right, cast wild cunning.
I mean, you're at the edge of a forest.
Oh, then you know what? I don't need to do that. Let's camp here.
Okay. All right. So you guys find a good camping spot, set up the tiny hut for the evening as Nyx lines it with the alarm spell, and you all find sleep again, this day of your travels. As night passes and your eyes slowly wake to morning, it's definitely a lot dimmer light than what you had experienced the past few days. And as you step out of the hut, you immediately hear like a distant off, but like a thunder kind of crackle, and it is raining, not heavily. There's not like a huge torrential
we in a
downpour
hut?
by any means. As
this is
whoever
like when
steps,
you're-
as any of you step out of the hut, you can see it and hear it while you're in
I'll
the
always
hut.
be the last one to step
Yeah.
out.
This is like when you're playing Legend of Zelda and you're trying to climb a wall and then it starts raining. You're like, Jesus Christ.
It's Jason Bourne.
I need to attach this leash.
Okay. You're wanting to do that right now, first thing in the morning?
No, I wanted to do it last night before I went to bed.
Oh.
I was hoping you'd let me do that.
Oh. We can do that when we come back from our break because we have to end the episode there for now. This
Wait,
little
but I
piece.
got
Goodbye.
it.
That quick?
Fine.
All right. All right, and we're back. So, we're gonna do a little small retcon because I guess a couple people want to do some stuff before the night was over. I was just trying to end on a note of ending. It's a new magical item.
The note,
The note of ending.
The end
Note
of
of
ending.
Gives me a +2 to ending episodes. Anyway,
It's not working.
so Vlad, we'll start with you. You were hoping to tie a rope to your owl. How are you going to do this? Are you using the magical rope? Is that what your plan is? Or what are you doing?
A magical rope? No. No, I want to feed him because he's happy with me. Because I would feed him and I feed him again. And then I would like tie a rope around his leg.
Okay, well, your hands cannot fit through the side of the cage, minus to stick the like mouse in.
Nimue, help me. You have smaller hands than I.
Okay.
Could you put this on
I don't think that
Owly here?
I don't think that he's going to like that. Maybe you should start with like maybe getting used to him like feeling your touch or feeling a touch, and then you start tying shit to him.
Mage hand.
Like maybe you get him like used to like being around his companions. You want your animals.
And give him dead
That's
mice.
what
Yes,
teaching
yes.
a kid about having a pet is
You
like.
want him to trust you, right?
Yeah, just give
If
him
he-
dead mouse.
If he trusts you, he won't leave you.
Okay, what do I do now?
Okay. Fuck. I don't know. I've never had a pet owl, but
Oh, I have a pet bat.
What?
I remember my
So you
bad
got Misty
friend.
Step onto
Talk to
Owly.
You know, in that instance, Tail did everything opposite of what you just described.
Yeah, I don't know what you were
Wait.
talking about.
Tail.
Yes?
Can you tie this rope on to
I mean,
Owly?
I'll give it a
probably.
try. Let's. Hold on.
But
Probably.
it has to be flying
You need
first.
to be more gentle.
Flying first.
Okay, I'm being gentle.
Here, give me the mouse and I'll feed it and tie the rope to it. If you really want to that bad.
Okay, here.
So you're gonna feed it and then
So,
tie the rope
The
to
thing
it?
about this is that you're going to have to tie the rope through the cage. So then when you release the cage, the rope's still going to be attached to the cage.
Put it through at the door.
Okay.
Goodbye, Owly.
This owl's gonna leave. All right, I'm gonna try to get the owl to trust me by
Doesn't
like
mean it
feeding
can't
it
leave the
and
hut.
like I'm gonna try to like
Check.
spend some time with it to like get it to like start to trust me. I'm like feed it. And
Okay.
it's my owl now.
So you roll an animal handling check as you stick the mouse in to be fed to the owl.
Not been rolling well tonight. That was not great. 10.
Okay. It kind of just eyes you with disregard and just kind of like waits for you to drop the mouse, basically.
He's not ready yet. You have to wait for your owl to ripen.
What?
That's a ripe owl.
Wait, so you're saying no?
I don't recommend doing it tonight. He's not ready. He'll just try to fly away. He'll just hurt himself, and then you'll have a useless owl.
Tail, you did this with a bat.
Oh yeah, I did.
So can you do this?
Oh, probably.
His hands can't fit through the cage.
Can my hand fit through cage?
I don't think so. I think you're still a little too big.
mage hand mouse, and I kind of like do the same thing with the bat where I have it forward, but I kind of like pull it back a little bit as it tries to go forward. And I go, okay, Owly, we
I'm
are
gonna
to
ruin
be
this
friends
owl.
now, and I am going to feed you, and we are going to be friends.
It's not even
Then
your
I
hand.
am going to tie something around you, okay? Okay, then I'm going to do that.
Okay, make an animal handling
This
check.
is not gonna go well. This owl's gonna get so fucked up.
4.
Again, you like use the mage hand to put the mouse through, and the owl goes to like as it gets closer, it goes to bite it, and the mage hand pulls back, and it just kind of looks at the mouse like cocked head, and then looks up at you, and then just goes to like picking its feathers.
Okay, I think this is different because it was not flying. So, yeah.
We could write an entire book on Tails' psychic.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. Okay. So Owly just needs to ripen first.
I think so, I guess.
World in Tail's eyes.
Okay, well, here is your mouse back. It did not want it. Maybe it wants something else like raw meat.
He didn't even take the mouse from you.
No.
Well, here, maybe he'll at least take a mouse from me. Here, I'll give you food for tonight.
Do you just drop it in the cage?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Kind of stops picking his feathers and looks down and grabs the mouse and like 2 gulps, eats the mouse and goes back to picking its feathers.
See, I fed you good. See me? I feed you.
Doesn't even look in your direction.
He's not ripe yet.
No. He's not.
All right, DeWitt, what poison are you attempting to make this evening?
The burnt othar fumes. Othar? How do you say that?
Author fumes.
Othar? Yeah, those.
Okay. Roll. It'd be a medicine check as well.
19.
Easy enough with your studies. I mean, this is becoming second nature to you now. Just mixing different herbs and spices and frying chicken and yeah.
Sweet.
So you've got some burnt author fumes.
Hell yeah.
What is required to make those again? The ingredient?
Ginyak weed.
Yeah,
Which
that's what I thought.
you gave me some.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I didn't. The nature did.
Thank you, nature.
All right.
You're welcome.
So now we fast forward. The next morning, as you awake, there's a rain started. Not a drizzle, not a downpour, but there's pretty steady rain started, and you can hear thunder cracks in the distance every so often.
Before I leave for the morning, I'm going to put my cloak up and just make sure that I don't get wet at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind it being wet.
Well, that makes sense.
I don't
the
either.
water ganassi doesn't mind.
I
being
hate
wet.
it.
I don't particularly
umbrella.
mind because once it gets too bad, I can just like
Clean it
lick
off.
it away with
I
prestidigitation.
can just burning hands myself.
Not sure if I'd go that far, but I could.
I'm gonna
Good.
misty step somewhere, then the water just from I was on me doesn't travel with me. There you go. It's that's how it works,
So you're
right?
gonna waste Misty Step.
No.
All right.
Okay. So you guys heading up into the mountains?
I think
Yeah, it
so.
looks like it.
Yeah, man.
All right. So you start your trek up there. It's a few hours climb. So by the time you get to kind of the small slot canyon like area where you had tracked the obsidian core through the first time, it's early afternoon, starting to get
We're gonna take a pause real quick.
late. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Had a little bit of a blip on the recording software. Everything's fine. Anyway, so you find your way up to that small slot canyon that you had followed the obsidian core through. It's a pretty good rain at this point. Still not a downpour, but it's pretty steady to the point where climbing up the way that you had, because towards the very end of the climb that led you to this canyon was a bit of a climb. You're climbing over some rocks and up some kind of rock walls, which is easy to do when everything's dry, but it's wet, and there are small like streams running off of the rock walls as you were climbing up, and there are a couple moments of like slipping and having to catch yourself, but there wasn't a super far fall to go, so it wouldn't have hurt anybody. However, as you find yourselves at the entrance to this canyon, there's that small ledge along the side that you all kind of shimmied on to get around and into the cavern itself. And that's where you guys find yourselves now. As you can see, kind of water running down the sides of this canyon over the small ledge that you have to climb across.
Are you saying that it's wearing it away?
I'm saying it's slippery when wet.
There's some maids
There's a
there like
yellow
setting out a
slime,
sign.
You sell Mojado, everyone.
I can maybe hold the water at bay while we cross,
You
or we
said
can
you
just
can
wait.
shape water, correct?
Yes,
You could just shape it and have it flow over us.
I can probably only do that over
Yeah, man.
maybe myself and one other person at a time.
It sounds like
Maybe.
you're going to be making a lot of trips.
How far is the drop?
You're not 100% sure, because this part, the way down, you couldn't really see. It's just darkness. It's when you got to the bridge that you could hear the rushing water below.
How like long is this like slippery ledge?
It's maybe about like 100, between 100 and 150 feet of like that winds around till you get to that ledge or that inner cavern type area where the bridge is.
Does it look like there's spots where we can have the magical rope tie itself to things and then have it be kind of like a...
And we can use her pitons, pitons, pytans,
Pins.
those things.
There's nothing natural that looks like it could be tied to. I mean, it's like a carved canyon where it's almost like the rocks were eroded away or carved by some means. You're not sure, but they're just like flat rock walls that come down.
We can stick those in the wall and then have the mage hand tie ropes to it.
Yeah. I mean, we can. It will take some time.
I do not believe we are in a rush.
Better
than
safe than
flying-
sorry.
Yeah, than flying down this canyon.
Yeah, but I think that
we probably can only go like one at a time.
Yeah.
That is okay.
Okay.
Let's wait. Is Mage Hand going to put the pittons in?
Well, I assume we'd want them up a little bit.
Well, why would we want that? Why don't we keep them at a level that we can tie them on ourselves?
Well, that's what yeah.
I could maybe go across without slipping.
Well, why don't we just use the immovable rod?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. We have the immovable rod to like anchor us, and then
Yeah, maybe we all. Ooh. Maybe we all attach ourselves to that, because otherwise somebody will have to keep. Well, I don't know.
We could put the mage hand across the way. We can mage hand the immovable rod.
Then tie a rope to that thing. Then
Have the magic rope tie itself to it. How long's the magical rope again? 100?
60.
60.
Shit, never mind.
No, it's fine. Then like when we all get we put magical rod thingy that can't move over like.
but I don't
60
think Mage Hand can
60 feet away.
activate it.
No, we have. Can it? Oh, it cannot use
has to
object. That is
push it,
fair.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, Nimue can go over and activate
yeah,
it.
Nimue
then.
can go over and activate.
okay,
then we
here's-
have,
This rope holds itself.
then we have rope tie it to.
I've got a
rod
question.
that's in middle.
Are you the only person who can do feather fall?
Yeah.
What is the range on that?
If you're always concerned, you can fly us
60
over.
So then,
But we need Fly to put the bridge
Oh,
back
yeah,
up.
You're right.
so I think that you should probably be the one going along on every trip.
So if you fall.
Well, you said it's 150 feet, right? So if anybody falls, if they're out of range, then they're screwed. So you should be right there.
Probably.
But if we do groups of like 3 or something across, and then you're always like we harness ourselves to each other and then to the immovable rod, right? So then you can move it as you go, maybe. And then if something bad, I just think that you should be there because you're the only one that.
Nothing. I wasn't doing anything.
I don't believe you for a second. I don't know. I just
I
think
like
that
that
the
plan,
witch
I
should
know.
be there. He's the only one that can save us if something goes wrong. Or maybe not. I don't know.
I
What do you
don't
think?
know.
Well, not necessarily, because if he sees one of us fall, he can always just jump down for the fall himself as well.
If he's still 60 feet away, then he won't. It's a 150-foot stretch, right?
I'm saying he can cast it on multiple people at a time. If somebody's falling out of range, he can jump after them.
But if they're 100 feet, like if they're 80 feet away from him, he won't catch them in time.
Yeah.
They'll be fucked.
Yeah.
I am very afraid of falling.
Okay. Well, I don't see why we don't use the pittons and just make this an all-around safe trip so that we know
Yeah,
who's
we
falling.
could just use pitons and put rope there so we can hold on to rope while we cross. That is not too
The
hard.
other thing is I can reinforce them by freezing them into place. And
You could. Wait, can you mold earth with stone or no?
No,
no.
it
Never
has to
mind.
be loose art.
And
Okay, how about you shape the water around me, and then I'll go put the pittons in, and then we'll have us tied to the immovable rod right here where we're standing at the beginning. So that way, if we fall, we don't even have to use feather fall. We can just climb back.
I have shape water at 30 feet.
Yeah, so just like shape it around us so it doesn't. Can you do that?
So
or...
shape water is a 5-foot cube. If we like stayed close together, could I like shield above us to make it so that way it's like, you know, like
2.5
Katara
feet this
when
way
she
and
like
then
has
10
like the
feet that
shield
way.
for like shielding rain.
Mhm.
Can I do that with shape water?
I mean, you wouldn't be able to do it in a very long, distance.
I mean,
'Cause you
is
only
it-
really get about
I could only
5
really
feet
do it on myself.
Now, if
yourself
it's-
and
if-
maybe someone else if they were squished up against you.
Now, if it's a 5-foot cube, what if you make it?
You
2.5
can't just
feet
flatten it
tall?
out and expand it. It's like you can manipulate a 5-foot cube, but nowhere outside of that space. You can't just fold out the dimensions of a 5-foot cube and do that.
So let me get this right. You're going to put the immovable rod here. And you're gonna have ropes tied, and you're gonna take it across.
No. We're going to use it as an anchor so we don't fall.
So then why don't I just go? If I'm anchored in.
Well, can you pitten and shape the water around you?
Probably not at the same time, but if I'm standing still.
Can we not put on the piton with the mage hand? Is that too much?
That's what I did last time we were here.
Yeah, then we can do that, so no one has to go out.
Oh, okay. There you go. Is that what you were saying?
That is
Yeah.
exactly what I was saying.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I see now. Let's do that.
Do what?
Use the mage hand, put pitons in the wall, and then tie the ropes with the same mage hand.
Well, one
to the
person
pitons.
one of you who can cast Mage Hand has to go out with your Mage Hand.
You use the piton or the mage hand to recover your pitons so that you could keep going, because the mage hand would have to hammer pitons into the wall.
If you have two Mage Hands going at one time.
I can
I'm
cast
not
mage
sure they
hand.
have enough force to. I mean, they
Yeah,
can
'cause it's
lift
only-
10 pounds, and that's it. So, like, the hand itself, I don't think would have enough force to hammer pitons into
That
a
is
stone
fair.
wall.
If we take a long time,
No.
the pitons will go in the wall.
No, let's not do that.
It's fine.
1 hour per piton.
Screw that.
20 hours later. All right. 3 down.
You should have asked Idris to give us a ride here. Just bring us up to the top, you know?
I don't
can't-
think he can.
he
turn
can't
into
go
a
into his
dragon.
dragon form.
Fly.
Or day.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
You know, when we figure out a plan, I can cast Augury to see if it will fail horribly.
Or, I mean, we can always use our fly spell, then just sleep when we get to bridge, then use fly spell again. If anything.
Well, yeah, if anything, but let's try this.
All right.
Okay.
I still think
I mean, maybe...
If it happens that... Well, what's the range on your fly spell?
What do you mean?
How far can you cast it on somebody?
Oh,
Is it touch?
no. Let me check.
Is it farther than Featherfall?
I don't know. You know? I'm not sure.
I'm busy.
I'm looking it up. Mhm.
It's touch.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
It's touch.
All right.
So when someone's about to fall, just make sure you push them off. That way you get the touch.
get on out.
Fly, you fool!
So I could go across, shape the water on the ground so that way it's dry and not slippery.
Yeah.
And then I will hammer in the pitons and attach ropes along.
But you can't do all three at the same time, can you? Or
I mean, if I'm standing still, it doesn't matter if there's water or not. I'm not going to slip
Are you
if I'm
sure?
not walking.
okay, do it.
But I'll also have myself attached to the piton before. So that way if I fall, I'm still attached.
Right,
So, you know, climbing things, right?
right.
So
Or you could also do something as simple as you just bringing out the movable rod over there, then we tie a rope over there, that help us cross.
Or just
it's
put
probably
it in the
safer
middle.
to keep it to the wall.
Well, yeah.
So
put
it's
it-
let's just keep it safer.
Plus, we can use it again if we need to come back.
Let's just keep it safer rather than sorry, and put in the pitons and use the immovable rod. So I'll be
you guys-
anchored to the immovable rod and to the pitons.
Another thing that we should consider is that one guy could still be here.
What one guy?
The one, you remember him? You carved a bunch of shit into his chest.
I don't remember anything besides him being dead.
Oh, I keep forgetting. Yeah, so he didn't die.
Do I believe
after
him?
He did that.
Oh, how did he not die after something happened to him?
I don't know. He probably should have been dead after
Oh.
what you did.
Well,
but
I mean, if he is there, then we come back stronger.
yeah, but I'm just saying we should be wary that we might come across enemies.
Do you think I could use spiritual weapon to hammer in the pittance? Do you think I could?
Spiritual weapon to hammer in the pins?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, is it force damage?
It is.
What if I create handholds using Eldritch Blast?
That's not as specific.
I don't really think
All problems can be
You
solved
could
by
do that.
Eldritch Blast.
accurately.
Not with that attitude.
It only lasts for a minute. You could probably get a pitten.
Yeah, not worth.
Just do what you said. Let's do it.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do that.
How much rope do we have?
A lot.
I've got 39 feet left.
I've got 50 feet.
we
Yeah,
have
here's
enough.
Here's 50 foot.
Okay. Do we want to just keep the ropes attached to it, or should I be detaching myself and then attach it?
Always keep yourself.
Well, yeah, I'm saying like attach to that one and then go back to this one, and then I don't know. I'm not an experienced climber.
Why don't we just go across in groups with the immovable rod, and then you just keep it in your hand, and if you start falling, then you just click that, and then we figure it out.
Fuck figured it.
Oh fuck! Try not to say that. I mean, whatever. I'm just.
Well, the thing about that is that if somebody does fall, how do we get them back up onto the ledge?
Just keep pressing the buttons. You keep going down a little bit at a time until you reach the bottom.
Then we'll have to figure a way back up after that.
I don't think
if
that's
they are
far
at the
ahead.
bottom, then they just climb back up where we came back up.
All right, let's go.
We never went to the bottom.
Then wait, start hammering pittons and tie some rope around you.
Yeah,
Okay,
here you go.
so
I got
what,
10.
what exactly are you doing?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place the immovable rod at the start and harness myself to it with the special rope. And then I'm going to start hammering in pittons. How long did you say it was?
It's about 150 feet.
And you said you had 10?
Yes.
So about every 15 to 20 feet, I'll hammer in another piton. But
Okay.
as I'm walking on the ledge, I'm going to shape water to keep it like dry as I'm walking
Okay.
and like keep close to the edge. But I'm always going to have myself attached to the immovable rod and a piton with
Okay,
as
so
much
two ropes,
rope as possible.
basically.
Yeah, exactly. I'm using everybody's rope. And if I run out of rope, I'll go back and get more or whatever. So
All right. It's creative, so I'm just going to give you one roll. Make a dexterity check with advantage.
okay. I'm
This
gonna roll
is
like
just-
shit today.
you're just
Cleric, aren't
for
you gonna
hammering in the
guidance
pit.
yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna guidance myself before I go.
Okay.
With advantage. Okay. That one sucked way more. So that was a 17 plus guidance, which is a 19 plus dexterity, which is a plus 2, so 21.
Okay.
Nice.
Easy. I mean, yeah. With that combination of things, I don't have any more rolls that I could see being of difficulty. You came up with
combination.
a good
You take less time
path.
crossing.
I mean, it takes you a good like hour, just like to get everything. I mean, she's the one hammering in the pittons and having to go back and change the ropes and like shaping the water to clear it off. But you make it the 150 feet all the way to the other side of the cavern. You can see that in the kind of faint light, the pit or the bridge is now hanging up against one of the sides.
Do I
you
see anybody there? Do I see any like fresh tracks? Do I see
make a perception
anything?
check?
14.
Nothing that you can see.
Okay. Then I'll go back. And it's done, guys. We can get across.
Okay, good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Good job, Nimue.
Go fuck yourself.
All
All right. So over the next probably about 45 minutes to an hour. The rest of
Everybody's
you
always
make
strapped
your
in.
way across, tying yourself to the pittons, adjusting the ropes, and make your way. There's a couple of moments where obviously you're not shaping the water the whole way.
I
'cause
was
there's-
actually going to go first and then shape the water for people if, like, I was going to talk to them about that.
Okay.
Do we want me to do that
Sure.
to make
But-
it a little bit easier for people?
I mean, it's still raining, so even if you shape water just a little bit in front of you, it's going to get wet again soon.
Yeah, but not as bad. First
I
of
can
all,
always
and also like
prestidigitation it too.
Oh yeah. Are we leaving the immovable rod here?
no, I think that we should take it with
Okay,
us, but the last person should take it with them.
Okay.
Oh, I'm last.
Just leave it floating in midair,
right.
30
I
feet.
don't want to do that.
Yeah, with that, there's a couple of moments where it's a little slick from the water that has come over, but you still are, it's not like a puddle. You're able to keep your footing. Maybe one or two times where there's like a slip, but not off of the ledge, just kind of as you're shuffling. But other than that, you guys make your way to that edge and yeah.
Okay, cool. We are here now. Is there a bridge still? we
It's
cut it
cut
down.
and hanging,
Okay, I just
but there
wanted
is
to-
a bridge.
I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't another new bridge.
Does it look like
Nope.
it's different? Like, does it look like it was like,
The bridge?
yeah?
Make another perception check.
Oh, shit.
21.
21. It looks almost exactly the same way you guys left it. There's the kind of small ledge that you guys are on, and then the chasm itself, and you can hear the sounds of rushing water beneath, even louder now with the rainfall kind of coming down. And then the chasm, or the ledge on the other side, and you can see that small, like, carve into the canyon that every time it kind of wraps around the back into it.
Okay.
And the bridge, you go and check. You can see the kind of posts that the bridge was hanging on this side. Don't seem to be tampered with or anything different from last time you guys were here.
7. Can you tell if anybody else has been here after we were?
I'm gonna cast the survival. Or
Cast a survival check.
I would like to cast
do a
this one.
survival check every
Yeah, you can do a survival check.
And I'll cast guidance on him. So you get a D4 to this roll.
Oh, okay.
You get advantage too.
I do get. Oh my gosh. You know, I might as well just roll just to see what the advantage is.
Oh my god.
All right, nat 20.
Did you just roll that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which would make it a 26. Yeah. Thank
A
you
26?
for-
So this cavern itself, as you get to this point, it's like the mountain is covered up at this point. So there's no rain hitting where you are or coming onto your head. So everything like the dirt and stuff in the area is undisturbed unless something has disturbed it. You're able to kind of look at the prints and you can see just very faint markings from where you guys had left this spot. Not more than 2 weeks ago. It was probably about a week and a half prior.
That much passed in Dead Karen in a week and a half?
2 weeks. It's been about 2 weeks now by the time you guys
Only
left.
2 weeks.
But you do see another set of prints that are fresher, but not by much, maybe a day or two. So still about 2 weeks ago, a singular set of prints that comes back and it comes to the edge of where the posts are. And then they seem to turn the opposite direction and head back out.
Like the way they came in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mention it to everyone. I like point out the tracks and, or at least a newer set of tracks and kind of just point out the fact that someone has been here.
I wonder who that was.
Hey, Nimue, can you cast Augury and see what happens if we cross this?
It'll take me 11 minutes.
Well, we got to put the bridge back
Back
together.
together
Okay,
anyway,
so yeah, while you
so-
guys are putting the bridge back together, I'll start ritually casting augury.
It's 30
Uh,
minutes.
It's 10, 11 minutes.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
30 minutes into the future.
Oh. Yeah.
okay.
So, a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes.
Okay. And you're focusing it on crossing the bridge?
Like what happens when we get to the other side.
just the other side of the bridge.
I would say where the money is.
Julian.
I would say where the gold is.
Yeah, I'll say what happens when we reach the giant slayer, the obsidian core area.
Buried treasure.
Hopefully not unburied.
All right, so you sit down and kind of cross your legs and lay out your cards in front of you and start focusing. And the rest of you are doing what to tie the bridge?
Well, just do the same plan.
Using Mage Hand whenever I can.
Only 30 feet and not.
Well, I don't know.
Why don't we just use
It's
the
just
same
the
plan
same thing that we
used
did last time, where the witch just
I
flies
just
by the
fly,
bridge.
put the immovable rod under the bridge.
Oh, I thought that we
and
had
then I
tied
mend the bridge, and then it's mended, and
Wait.
then we.
It's broken again?
Yeah,
We
cut it.
purposely
broke
broke
it.
it.
Okay.
We cut it,
Oh,
so-
sorry. That was
Well,
like.
would we
I
even
forgot.
need the immovable
Yeah, you
rod
don't
this
even
time?
need that.
No,
It's
because
just
remember
one
what we
long-
did this last time
it's
is
only
instead
one
of cutting
long
it in the
bridge.
middle, we cut it on the very edge of it, so
Yeah.
that way the whole bridge
Yeah,
is
so
still
you
connected to each other. So you
bring
only
it-
have to bring up the one side.
Oh, we did that.
Yeah, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we did that so it would be easier for us to go back, but really hard for other people to go back.
Okay.
Well, unless they think of this as well.
Yeah, but nobody has that set of spells.
Yeah, we're the talented seven.
Right. Talented.
Talent.
Every time the stutter is a part of the title.
Talented 7.
All right. So yeah, I'll just fly over to the other side and lift it up, and then mend it to
Okay.
the other side.
Easy enough to do. I mean, you've done it once before, basically.
See,
Si, senor.
senor.
We've spent a little bit of time in Mexico, so.
Mucho.
No me tires.
No me tires.
My tires.
Lo siento.
Okay.
It's about half my Spanish right there.
No hablo español.
Yo
¿Dónde
hablo.
está la biblioteca?
¿Dónde está mis pantalones?
Yo hablo muy poco.
¿Dónde está El Dorado?
Hablo muy poco español.
¿Dónde está El Dorado?
Why? How do you say
That means where is the gold for all of you people?
I saw this post about that movie.
The Road to El Dorado?
Yeah,
Nice.
and it was like it
Such a good movie.
said, so many reasons why a bard and a rogue should always go on an adventure together.
Which one?
For the road to El Dorado.
You know that movie? Old. It has like the shorter blonde
Is that a
guy.
cartoon?
Yeah.
I mean, it
Your
rings a
horse
bell.
bit my butt.
DreamWorks.
It's not there anymore. If I've seen it. But now I definitely want to watch it.
Pretty good.
Dude, it's
good.
one of my favorite movies of all time. It's so good.
Is on Netflix.
I think it was for a little bit.
second.
Yeah, I think
It might still be.
Probably is still.
Well, I guess I can check. I have my phone right. Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, that movie's great.
It's a good one.
Good.
It's 420.
Place it.
20 plays.
Do you guys remember 420 Town?
Yep.
Blazing Dale.
It's not on there.
In our last campaign, there's a town called Blazing Dale, and
Blazingdale.
or Blazing Dale,
That was
whatever.
Dell.
No, it's Dale.
Anyway, we saved it like 5 times, but it still ended up with all the citizens dying because, like, we'd save it, then we'd go somewhere, then we'd come back, then it was on fire, and we.
We didn't even go anywhere. We just went to the town and then we went into the caves to clear them out.
We were
And then
really good heroes.
every time
Really
we
good.
came back.
There was always something fucked up about that town every time we came back.
Yeah, we got a quest from that, and we did the quest, and by the time we come back, there was another quest to do because there was witches, it was burning, then it was like.
There was the
noodles.
elephant. There was Ivar.
This goddamn cave system was no more than like 2 miles from the town.
No, it was closer than that because it was the mines next to the town. But then we had to
Yeah.
go miles underground.
Yeah, that the cave system.
Oh,
was
that's
a
where
mile
John
from-
died. I mean, Fergie.
Fergie died.
Quote unquote died.
That's where Shane died. Oh,
Uncle
yeah.
went off
No.
by himself and got captured by mind flares.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever told you. Fergie was going to come back and just be an Illithid slave.
Wow.
I mean, we kind of assumed so, but I was so ready to kill him. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we all wanted to kill Fergie, but then he would have cast Moonbeam.
Casting Moonbeam on us.
Well, he
Yes,
also would have been
Moonbeam.
very enhanced. He would have been a boss.
Ew, I don't want to know about your enhancements.
Enhanced Moonbeam.
Moonbeam 2.0.
If your Moonbeam lasts more than 4 hours, you should go see a doctor.
Oh my God.
Go see your local apothecary.
Sorry, this is hard to find one that.
It's okay, we're having a good time making jokes.
Okay, we can make our own content.
We're the DMs now.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at me.
Okay.
I
In
am
fact,
the DM
we find
now.
even more gold with the gold that we buried somehow.
The gold had
Multiply.
babies.
It had babies.
Yeah.
It's asexual.
Yeah.
Asexual reproduction.
All right.
Mitosis.
Okay, so
Mitochondria.
as
Is the powerhouse of the cell.
as DeWitt ties the bridge and finishes mending it to the other side and kind of flies his way back over, you finish your meditation on the cards and as you reach, you kind of feel almost like this another hand over the top of yours as it directs you to a card, and you grab it and you feel that hand disappear.
Gracias, señor. Sick as frick. All right, I think we're good.
Okay, if you say so.
I think that this will be good. I don't foresee any danger. Toss that back over to him.
Card just says,
The card
We
is
look-
its strength.
we look at the card, it just says, no danger.
They're just hand drawn by me, which is really shittily.
Totally
Says,
fine.
no me tired.
No me tired.
No, it's the card was strength. So
Uh-oh. Maybe something strong is over
Make a
there.
religion check.
oof.
Don't you have advantage on that?
No, why would I have advantage on a religion
Because
check?
you're a goddamn
You're a
cleric.
godly woman, yeah. It's written in my notes.
I mean, only if God grants it, but
And God doth say, you get advantage.
9.
A 9?
Yeah.
All right.
No, she meant 19.
9,000. It's over 9,000.
9.
All right.
Okay, sick.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
I think it will be fine.
I'll cross along.
Velad, you should go first, just in case.
What do you mean? I always go last.
I'll go first.
Wait.
But nice
Well,
guys.
I mean, should we cut the bridge again, or
Yeah.
Not
Yes.
Well,
No, we
are
should cut
you
it just
able
in case
to-
anybody followed us up here.
But that would mean we have to wait a day for you to fly and
Yeah, we're
repair
gonna
out.
take a nap.
exactly?
I can cast alarm on the other side
Yes, do that.
Yeah, we
so that
do
we
that.
know if somebody's coming. Okay. So after we cross, I'll cast alarm
Okay.
right in front of the bridge entrance.
Okay. So you cast your alarm at the entrance or the opposite side of the
Or the
bridge.
exit, yeah, I guess. it would
And
be.
you all cross the bridge and head into the small crevice that you follow through, and it leads you to that next open cavern where there's that large stone door with the writing above it.
Oh, can you read that now? You're fun.
What does it say?
Hold on.
I remember when you were trying to learn giant.
Hello? What the
I
fuck?
currently am still.
He's still trying to learn giant, but
He can just
He can
already read
read
it,
it.
so he's like, I
Wait,
don't
how
know
would
how
that
to
work?
keep
If he's
learning.
looking at a translation book, all sides would be in something he can already read, so he had nothing to compare it to.
Look.
So you wouldn't be able to learn
So it's like, this
anymore.
is the phrase in common. Here's the phrase in giant, but it's still in common.
the exact same.
He's reading the giant book so that he can understand how to speak giant.
But how does it? Okay, never mind. You know, what? Never mind.
Magic.
The
It's
gathering.
still like, has like the pronunciations for words and stuff like that. What was I pulling? Oh, right.
Okay, I'm not gonna say
It's like Duolingo
It's
in paper form.
It's Duolingo. Does an owl follow you around and
When
on your
you
dreams?
see a Chinese
No, he
symbol,
has the
there's
owl.
English to tell you how to pronounce that word usually. So it's kind of like that. Where
but
in common,
Earphone
it's
can
teaching you how
translate
to-
everything.
Yes, he can read languages, but he can't speak them. So
Right.
he was reading the book so that he could speak it.
So when I see,
I mean, it
the
would just be a
symbol,
little
I
bit
know
more
how it's
difficult
pronounced.
to be able to.
Because then the word would be in common, and he would be like, I don't know what
Because
this
like it would just be that he can't like end up writing, I guess.
I mean,
It doesn't matter. Let's keep
He's
going,
learning
everybody.
to speak it.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I'm not sure where this miscommunication is. Learning to speak it. Nothing I said about writing it. He's not trying to write it.
I know.
He's trying to
that's
read
all-
it
that's all
so
I'm
he
just
can
saying,
learn to
it'd
speak
just
it.
be different.
I speak
Anyway.
perfect giant.
Do it right
Oh,
now.
what does this say? I have no clue.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, as you step into that room, you can see the runes around the door, and it reads, "Pay respects for the home of the Cloud Giants. All enemies beware the Silver Shield tribe. Bravery and honor, or death."
I relay that to everyone else.
Well, I guess they chose the death part of the honor or death.
You said silver cloud giants?
Silver Shield tribe, but they are Cloud Giants. Were Cloud Giants. Seeing as you found the bodies of most of them last time you were here.
Most of them.
I mean, you're not sure. They were very long dead bodies.
Oh, giant bone. I can add that to my wyvern bone.
Oh my god.
All right, let's keep going.
Allons-y.
That sounds good to me.
All right. So you head through that door, and you come across that stairway that leads up, the kind of winding 200-foot stairway that leads up to the open cavern where you came in contact, or like made it to the fort, basically. That was up there.
I say first we loot the part that we did not bury. Then if we still have space, we take some part that we did bury.
I wrote down a map of all the places that we buried. We buried our treasure in 3 different places.
So
Yeah.
how dark is it in here? Because I remember you said there were pyres on the wall, but they aren't lit, obviously.
It's pretty dark in here. I mean, you can see the faint light kind of coming up around, like down from where the fort is itself, because that was that kind of open peak of the mountain, where it was like open skylight.
Does
It's kind of
anyone-
faint, not twilight, but evening.
Does
sunsetty
anyone
light.
need to see, or can everyone see enough?
I think we are all
I
fine.
have the goggles.
Are we... I think that we should proceed quietly until we confirm there's nobody else here.
I
Okay.
agree.
Okay.
Oh.
Also, do you know if the traps reset or anything?
I will take a look.
Just keep an eye out for those. You go first.
I'm gonna try and stealth.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Still a shitty rogue, huh? But that's a 17.
It looks like whatever traps, the ones that
no, that's a
you,
lie. I lied. I was looking at it's a 15.
whatever traps you had activated the last time seem to have not been reset. They don't seem to be like manual or automatically resetting traps, probably stuff that needed to be reset manually. So everything that was triggered is still triggered.
Okay, we should be fine.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try and approach quietly.
Stealth.
Quiet.
Okay, so roll stealth rolls.
Oh, big oof.
Natural 1.
I'm gonna. Oh. I was gonna cast Pass Without Trace, but that's not gonna help you.
No.
I got a 27.
Okay.
7.
8.
Crit
16.
for 23.
All right. you're not super quiet as you kind of start making your way up the stairs. A couple of you are keeping
I
it
didn't
together,
even
but
take a breath.
the rest of you, it's almost like that anticipation and excitement of the treasure that you've been
My boots are a
trying to
little
get
wet,
to.
so they're squeaking a bit.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Let's try and be quiet, and then I just start like playing my instrument.
Secret tunnel.
secret treasure. Secret treasure.
To the treasure to. Okay.
All right. So you guys make your way up that stairway, and as you get to the top, and you can now see the evening light of the sun starting to set, the kind of the red and orange colors, still giving you enough light to see, but it's a bit dimmer, a bit later in the afternoon. As you step out into the kind of destroyed courtyard of this fort, where you have the 4 columns, one of them collapsed and broken in the path, and a couple of the larger boulders around the area, but you can see the large looming giant fort in front of you. As you kind of step into the courtyard itself to the places where you buried the treasure, everyone make me a perception check.
14.
20.
9.
22.
9.
15.
Okay. So it was 15 and 22?
I got a 20.
You got a
22.
20. 22. Okay, so you 3, as you step in with the kind of light coming over the sides of the cliffside, there, as you're walking in, there's like a very slight bit of movement, and you look on the ground to the shadows, and your eyes kind of go wide as you see the shadows of like a humanoid body, like looming over, like shoulders, head, and there's like 3 of them peering down, it seems, into the top of this. And as you glance up, you see, you all hear this like, and you kind of look up, and these 3 bird-like creatures, they don't look like humans, fall, like basically dive off of the edge of the cliffside coming towards you. And you can see these like almost like antler-like heads, razor sharp teeth as they're diving straight towards you. And I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
I don't foresee any danger, guys.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's actually pretty good.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's not great.
The boulder says the one that you used when you assassinated the one dude.
The boulder is near.
Where we assassinated the one dude.
Strange.
Good column. So these are
Ooh.
Are those actual upright columns?
one of them's collapsed, and I think it was actually.
Would you guys be okay if I close those blinds? Because there's like a glare and I can't. Or is that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, because I don't want to have to like stand up. Thanks, guys.
Definite no.
Hard no.
It's no from me.
Sound good?
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's so much better. Yeah, so much better.
Okay. These are what the creatures look like, by the way.
So much more dramatic lighting in here now.
Cute.
Yeah. They're not, though.
Are they?
About that.
And I only have 2 of them, so this is going to be the other one.
That one's
like an R or something?
Is that a bat?
They're called peritons.
That was one of the things that I showed you
Parakeets?
for.
Yep.
I shouldn't have told you that. I was going to start making you guys roll nature check at the beginning to see if you know anything about them, but
Everyone roll nature
well, I
checks.
mean-
Want me to roll it just in case right now? Here, I'll do it.
no.
Oh.
What are they?
Called Nunya.
It's okay, my nature check sucks.
My initiative's 11.
I'm not proficient in it, and I have a -1.
I heard they're called parakeets.
Yep.
Okay.
Say that into your mic, bud.
I heard that they're called parakeets.
Eat your mic.
Eat your mic.
All right. So if you guys want to arrange yourself kind of in this first area where you would like to be,
the voice of my
they're
new
still
character.
coming down from the top.
Sound like this.
But there
can't do
are be there. Oh, and
Yeah.
Tail.
I was gonna say since I have the perception, can I run closer to the front?
what?
Just be closer. to the
No, I was
front
gonna say,
then.
can I be closer to the front since I had the perception of seeing them drop down?
If that's where you want to be.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Move me towards the back.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say
You're already there.
initially I was towards the back to cross the bridge.
Dude, you're up front and you're in charge.
I'm
up
usually
front in
up
charge.
Yeah, gotta track and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta do things.
Yeah.
Gotta do the tracking game. As you're glancing up and watching these things dive, you see 3 more of them standing on the outside edge of the cliffside. So these ones are higher up.
This is like the very top, like the peak of the mountain,
Of the
right,
dome,
or whatever.
yeah.
That's where they're coming
yeah,
from.
so they
Okay.
they were diving. So these 3 are probably about 30 feet up in the air, where the other ones are probably, it was like 100 foot.
Okay.
So they're like perched on the edge of the cliffside. Yeah, their passive perception saw most of you, so I didn't even roll a perception check, unfortunately. Okay. So let's get everybody's initiative. So Nimue.
What did I roll? Oh, a 19.
It's not one you want to forget. Tail.
16.
7.
23.
Vlad.
A 13.
Nix is 11.
Yep.
DeWitt.
Natural 1, so 4.
Thanks. that
Luckily,
makes me
they
feel
don't
better.
count in initiative. Irfan.
6.
Jesus. Okay, and they. Oh, we're gonna
Nice.
roll the biggie. Okay. Okay. Shit. Why? The only annoying thing about this is I always forget to check their dex bonus when I go to manually roll their initiative. Hold on.
Initiative's just the roll plus
Dex.
dexterity, right?
Yep.
Yeah, still just 1. Sweet.
It is a +1, so they got an 11. All right, my friends. So, as you all glance up now and see these creatures streaking towards you, we're gonna cut that episode a little bit early and then restart another one, picking up with this combat so that we're not like cutting it in the middle of someone's turn. So we will be right back. All right. We're back.
You can't hold it together for 2 seconds, man.
The talented 7 have just been assaulted. Ugh, trying that out.
Yeah,
It's
assaulted?
interesting. They've been assaulted by, or are in the process of being assaulted by, a group of angry, vicious-looking bird-like
untalented
beasts
6.
that have that have dove in from their perch atop the mountain peak edge around this cloud giant fort. And first up on initiative, we have 7.
All right, I knocked 2 arrows and I shoot at the closest one.
Okay. So to you, that would, I mean, your choice, dealer's choice. They're 30 feet up in the air.
Hey, which
the
ones
ones
are
that the ones that are on, like the actual creatures, are 30 feet up in the air. They're closest. The other ones are perched about 100 feet up.
Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay, I'm gonna do the one to your left. That one.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. First attack's 22, second is 18.
Okay. Both hit.
Nice.
Nice.
16 damage total.
For both arrows?
8 each, basically.
Okay. So you knock back 2 arrows and shoot it at this creature that's diving down towards you. And both arrows kind of stick into it, and it just kind of continues coming down. All right. Next up, we have Nimue and Tail. You're on deck. Sorry, forgot about that already.
All good.
So I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope on the entire party.
Okay.
And that's some cool shit.
Yeah, what does Hope's Bacon do?
Hope's bacon.
I get it. Okay, so it hold on. Fuck me. It's fine. So choose any number of creatures within range for the duration. Each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Okay.
Wow.
Damn.
How long does that last?
At least through this combat.
Neat.
Oh, cool.
Neato
All
burrito.
right. Is that everything for your turn?
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon, but just keep it next to me.
Okay.
And then that'll be my turn.
That's one thing I
is-
keep forgetting we need to do is get
It's
spiritual
also
weapons.
a hammer.
free.
My spiritual weapon is not a hammer. My spiritual weapon is a fist made of water.
A fist made of
Punches the
water.
shit out of people.
Nice.
I like that.
It is still 1d4 damage.
The fist of seltzer water.
We're just on the rocks. We're gonna use.
Angry.
We're gonna use a D4 for that. Where?
Thank you, Tyson.
Where are you casting your spiritual weapon?
I'm just keeping it next to me for now.
Okay. All right. So Tail, you are up,
Oh,
and
it
Vlad,
gives
you're on
you
deck.
advantage on
So
wisdom
those
saving
two on
throws,
your
death
right,
saving throws,
I'm going
and
to
maximum
chromatic
points of
orb
healing
and twin spell
from
it
any
to
healing
the
spell.
2 of them.
These two?
Yeah. Or like whichever one's not perched. The 2 that are diving.
Okay.
And lightning damage.
You're doing lightning for the chromatic orb.
Yeah.
Orb. Okay.
First one to the one that's closest to you is that's a 23.
That hits.
Then second one is a 20.
Both hit.
Awesome.
Nice.
So Tail, you see Tail kind of hold up his chakram, and you can see this electric energy start to spiral on the chakram itself. And as it shoots out in this orb, you can see electric energy start to like strike up his arm and start to travel up his arm. And Tail, you see this too for the first time.
What is happening? So to the one closest to you, it does 9 damage.
Okay.
And the one that's further away from you does 22 damage.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Pretty different.
Okay. Is that all you're doing?
I like how you got actual rocks from like
That-
outside for
I'm
this.
going to run up closer to the one that's close to you. So I'm like
Where's Tail? Oh, you're hidden behind sevens. Okay.
as close as I can get to being underneath it so I can reach it with my weapon.
Okay.
Then I'm going to throw
Back
it
here.
straight up at it.
All right. So his tail runs up underneath this
And I'm-
one.
yeah, I'm gonna
he
use
just
my war
throws
surge.
his chakram straight up, and you see this electric energy shoot from his hand and then surround the chakram, and just the chakram shoots up into the air, covered in electricity.
That's so cool.
How's that even
An
happen?
electric yo-yo.
Level 6, baby.
That is a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Cool. Oof. Okay, so that does 6 slashing damage, but my weapon is now considered magical.
Okay.
And it also does 6 points of lightning damage.
Nice. All right. Yeah, so as this
Weapon
thing's
wasn't
flying
considered
down,
magical
your
before?
chakram shoots up and it just kind of slices through the shoulder up above like its right wing, and there's a screech and it kind of wobbles a little bit, and you can see like arcs of like electricity as your chakram like slides up or flies up past it and then disappears, and then appears in your hand again.
I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty cool.
As the chakram kind of appears in your hand again, there's this weird kind of feeling as you kind of stare down to it, this almost like a deeper connection unlocking within you, and you're not sure what that is, but there's this just weird inner feeling.
I believe
of
he
that.
considers that friend.
I am now best friends with
All
my
right.
weapon.
Vlad, you are
Weapon.
up. Nyx, you're on deck after the creatures.
It's like, so
Told you.
Tail just ran to the right then
Yep.
and got that one.
Yes.
So I'm gonna run.
20. Sorry. 30. There.
So I'm gonna run after that one.
That one?
No.
That one.
Yes.
Okay. So
So and how far is he away?
5. 30. He's 30 feet up in the air still.
So yeah. So I've got 40.
Do you want to be underneath it? 35.
Is he aiming? Who's he aiming towards? Is he aiming kind of just?
They're
down
just
towards all of
angled
us?
down towards you guys, but obviously, I mean, you assume now that it sees you, it's probably gonna.
It's like I don't want to be exactly under him. I'll go like 35, and while I run towards him, I'm gonna grab my throwing axe with my left hand, and then I'm gonna kip up my throwing axe with my right heel, and my axe is gonna come up above me, and I'm gonna grab it and throw it straight into him for my first attack, and then I'll throw my lefty for my second attack.
Wait, what?
Did you not get that? Come on!
Oh, because they're tied to you with ropes, or
No,
why?
no. What do you mean? I'm
What do you mean
grabbing.
you're kicking
I'm
off?
2 attacks. Okay.
Yeah, but what are you
No,
kicking
no,
your?
my
He's
right
adding
heel is
flair.
gonna kick the bottom
out
of
of
my
the
axe,
holster.
and it's
Okay.
gonna come up out of its holster, and I'm gonna grab it out of the midair and throw it at him.
Cool. Make a dexterity check to catch your axe.
Okay, you got what I was saying.
I was like,
He
I thought
wanted
you
to
were,
make
like,
this more complicated.
I don't know. Yeah,
13.
13. All right, I'll let you catch it. Sure.
I want to be cool.
All right,
15.
that hits.
Okay, first axe goes in.
Yeah, so you
Hold on,
guys
what is
watch
an
Vlad
axe?
run and just.
Oh yeah, well I have to go into a rage too, of course, because I'm going into battle. But I mean, I go crazy. No, hold on. Is
not
a
gonna
throwing
put it on
axe
his
is
base.
a D6, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
have no
It's
idea.
like a nice
Yes.
little earring on there.
Yeah. Plus your dexterity.
That is a 11.
All right.
Second attack. 15 again.
That hits.
8.
8 damage.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then of course I pull out Trisha.
Okay. So you guys watch Vlad kind of charge, and Vlad, as you're running, your vision begins to focus again in that state that you have now become so accustomed to, and that allows you bring up your right foot as you're running and kick up the axe out of its little holster on your hip. It comes up over your shoulder, and you grab it and you pull out your left axe and just throw it up there, and you can see him strike into the periton, but it doesn't stick. Like, it hits it and they fall out. It almost looks like it wasn't as effective as like a normal attack would have been. And they fall to the ground in front of you, and you pull out Trisha.
Pull out of Trisha.
All right. Does that end your turn, Vlad?
Yes.
All right, it is their turn. So these ones are gonna start diving. Yes, that's what I thought. So they end up. So the 3 that dove off the edges end up about the same height as these ones were before, as the other 3 are going to take diving attacks. This one is going to dive at you, Tail. So it's going to fly down. We can use this one. So as it kind of comes down towards you. You can see its talons kind of come out on the bottom of its feet. And it gets to make a multi-attack against you. So one with its talons and one with it's going to try and gore you with its like you can see as it gets closer this sharp jagged toothed maw. And just
will
like
sure try.
oof. So the talons is a 12
Misses.
and the gore is a 24.
Okay, that doesn't miss.
Okay. So take an extra 2d8 damage from.
Ow.
Yep.
No.
So 24 points of piercing damage as this thing flies and you
Reduce
see
that
it
by
coming and you
7?
dodge out of the way of its claws. And as you're looking at those, this beak comes around, just like teeth you feel jump, like carve into your shoulder. And you lift up a little bit as it starts, like keeps flying and it drops you. And it's going to fly up it's going to do that and then fly up another 30 feet. And you do not get an attack of opportunity as it flies out of your reach.
What an asshole.
So it is
Also-
now back up to 30 feet.
Reduce that damage by 7.
So it was what you said, 24?
24.
24.
I thought it
okay.
was 9.
Yeah, I made a mistake on that, man.
This one is going to
Noticed
do the
that
same to
earlier.
you, Vlad. So it's going to swipe down with its talons first.
So as he comes into my reach, I pole arm.
Yeah.
That's a 20.
It only doesn't provoke opportunity attacks when it flies out of an enemy's reach. It doesn't say in. So, yeah, that hits.
Okay, he does
So
not.
that stops it.
He does not move
As
anymore.
it's flying down towards you, you strike up and this pole arm just stops it. And it's almost like pushing against your pole arm trying to get to you.
Holy shit.
Come on now, get.
No, I'm fucking skewered.
Rip.
That's another 9.
Another 9 damage. That one's 2. This one's looking hurt, even with what seemingly has been like half damage. With the lightning, you can see like as it's stuck up next to you, like scorch marks from lightning damage from tail. It's looking pretty hurt, but it's still in the fight. And it, as you stop it there, I mean, it still has movement, so it's going to, or no, well, yeah, it's flying, so it's going to continue to fly into your range and try to claw you. It can't fly out of your range though.
But I
because
stop him right there.
It stops his move. Oh, it does stop his movement completely. You're right.
Sentinel.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a
fucking
fucking
tight butthole.
He's stuck on the end of my spear. He just flies straight into it. Look at this, guys.
Guys, look, I caught one.
Yeah.
Mom, look.
Yeah, it's just like pushing into the end of your spear. You're finding that your spear is not like piercing into it. Like it's cutting flesh and you can see blood, but it's not like pushing into the creature. It seems to have some type of like natural hide that's resistant to that type of damage.
No.
Then this one
It's like all my damage.
is gonna fly. As it's diving down, it's gonna fly towards you, Nimue, but it's not gonna fly all the way, so it's gonna stay 20 feet up, but above you there. Because oh wait, yes. Yeah, that's what it's gonna do. All right, so that ends their turn. So Nyx, you are up.
Okay. This one
And-
is 30 some feet in the air, right?
Earf on your neck.
Yes, and yeah, Irfan, you're on deck.
Okay. I don't know if this will go the way I want it to. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna use my bonus action and click my boots together,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Ooh, right there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bow, and I'm going to take a shot at. Do I have a line of sight on this guy? Is he up there?
This one?
This one.
That one is, yeah, it's like 20 feet up.
Okay, I'm going to take a shot at him with my short bow,
Okay.
with the barbed arrow, and then. Well, let's see if I even hit. Ooh. It's a 15 to hit.
A 15 hits.
Ooh.
Nice.
Does the barbed arrow, what does that do again?
Does an extra D4, doesn't it?
I erased it when I
I believe it was an extra
I-
D4. Yeah.
I think so.
Okay,
I'd have to
so-
check. I can't quite remember, but I think that
Barbed
sounds
arrow?
about right.
Oh, Barbaro.
Okay. So there's that. That's
How many more do you have?
I have 5, I think. So 6. So that's 10 points of piercing damage.
All right.
And then that's my turn.
All right. Okay, Irfan, you're up. DeWitt, you are on deck.
So like one straight towards the window. That's coming down, right?
These?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've all kind of dived simultaneously, or dove simultaneously, or all about as high up as the other ones were when the
So I want to get
combat started.
close enough that I can hit that thing within about 20 feet.
Like, you want to be 20 feet from it? Or,
Probably around 15 feet from the ground.
okay. 30. Yeah, that's exactly where it puts you with your movement.
And then I want to cast Witch. Wait.
Witch bolt?
Which
Yeah,
way?
I don't think I have a stake that's been hit by lightning. Crap. You know what? I'll just catch.
Does it cost? Because you have a focus.
Yeah, if you have a focus, then if you have something that doesn't have a material cost,
Yeah.
then you just automatically do it without having to have that.
Oh.
So-
well, then
Yeah.
I cast Witch Bolt.
Okay. All right. What does Witch Bolt do again? It has been a while since I have
A
used
beam
or
of
seen that
crackling
spell.
blue energy lances towards a creature in range, forming a sustained arc of lightning between you. Make a range attack. On hit, they take 1d12, and on each turn for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d12 automatically. Spell ends if you use your action to do anything else, and it also ends if it takes total cover or if it's outside the range, which is 30 feet.
The range is 30 feet?
Yeah.
It's 30 feet up in the air.
The hypotenuse.
How
I don't know how
triangles,
to-
then I'll go right under it.
You can't. You'd have to dash.
Then I'll
Eldritch Blast.
I'll go back 1 and Eldritch Blast.
All right.
New abilities. He's used
Yeah,
to
don't
the
forget you have
300 feet range on his Eldritch Blast.
Dude, just move that closer to you. Just put that where your meat is.
Ew.
Put your meat away.
Yeah, without context.
That's
It's a tub of salami, just to let you everyone know.
that's 2 6s, so that's 13 to
13.
hit.
Okay. Oh, 13. That just barely hits.
Wow.
Oh,
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
good to know.
Good to know. All right. The first one does 8 damage. And the second one does 9 damage.
All right.
Nice.
8 and
Good work.
9 damage. Oops. Whoop. Oh God. All right. There we go. Cool. Okay. All right. Sweet. Is that all, everything you're doing?
Yeah.
All right. DeWitt, you are up, and 7, you are on deck.
All right, I'm gonna pull out my ukulele,
Your
begin to
ukulele?
strum, and I'm gonna start singing. I go, like the legend of the feature, banned by our dungeon master. The power that we're after, to make our fights go faster. We want to re-roll our rolls. We want to cancel some crits. We want to piss off our DM. We want the feature get lucky. 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 And then I'll use my mantle of inspiration. And then I will use it on Tail and 7 and Nimue. So you all get 5 bonus hit points.
Ooh.
And you can use your reaction to move right now if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will cast Healing Word on Tail.
Cool.
And he gets max healing.
He gets
right?
max healing because of Beacon of Hope.
Awesome.
You get
Wow. Look at that synergy.
I think 7 health.
So if it's 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier.
7 health.
Sweet.
And then I will move right here. And that will end my turn.
All right.
Good turn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like it. All right, 7. You
Oh, and
are
we can use our reactions to move right now if
Yeah,
we
you
wanted
can move
to.
right now if
I
you
want to
wanted
use
to.
my reaction. Just give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to move myself just a little bit.
I'm also gonna move. If you'll move me while you're there, Russell. I just want to move like more towards like in the middle of everybody, so that way I'm like within a good range of everybody. Yeah, that's me. Thank you. A little bit more. 1 more. That's good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. 7, you are up. And Nimue, you're on deck.
I'm just going to keep attacking the one I attacked first.
Okay.
So just that one.
Yeah, yeah. Go for it.
Oh, boy. Oh, hey, you said 13 hits, right?
Just barely.
Good, because both of them are 13.
Nice.
All right.
Oof. 15 damage total.
15. All right. So you kind of move back and fire off another 2 arrows that you can see strike into it and then like kind of almost like look like they're just loosely hung into its skin. Like it's just not doing the damage you think it should be. Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. Nimue, you are up, and Tail, you are on deck.
So, would you say that creature that I'm kind of standing right next to on the board, is that within 30 feet of me?
That one's 30 feet up.
So, would I be within 30 feet?
I mean, you're pretty close to right below it, so yeah.
Okay, I'm going to cast Path to the Grave on it.
Okay.
And that means that it'll be vulnerable to the next attack. So, the next attack on it will do double the damage, including any modifiers.
Okay. I'm just going to put this on it for now. I mean, it's only 1 turn, but that way we remember.
Is that spiritual weapon, is that, like, could I move that to hit the other one?
No,
Is
it
it within
can't, like,
range?
fly.
Oh, I thought it could, like, move up.
Nope.
Oh,
They've had that thing with Jester before. It doesn't.
I don't remember that,
Yeah.
but that is fine. I don't really care that much. But
Yeah.
Then I'll move it next to me again. Cool.
Cool.
Sick. That's my turn.
All right.
Nice.
Tail and Vlad is on deck.
Okay, I'm going to Chromatic Orb the same too.
Okay.
Bop, bop. So first one that's close to me. 13. That second one is a 23.
Okay. Both hit.
Okay.
So again, this sensation as you go to cast this spell, and you can feel what energy are you doing? Lightning again, or
lightning.
yeah? So again, it like gathers on the, and as it shoots up, you can feel the lightning travel up your arm.
So the one that's close to me does 17 damage, but it's doubled because that asshole has a pack on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so
34. It kills as
Wow,
it's
holy
like
shit.
flying up in the air. You shoot this chromatic organ, it strikes it in the chest, and the lightning just jumps around. And it's
Was
like,
that the Path to the Grave one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sick.
That really was a path
And
to
just-
the grave.
Yeah, that's the point of the spell.
the
That
body
is what you
lands
get
just
for
Literally,
limp on the ground
the
next
description
to
of the
you.
spell is you mark another creature's life force for termination. Like, that's the description of the spell.
You won't be back.
The other one only gets 9 points of damage. Rip.
Okay.
And that
Select
is all I
remove
am
it from the
doing.
Can you throw
combat.
your weapon again?
I can, but only
It
if
takes
I-
9.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty hurt as the orb strikes into it, and it like flaps back in pain, and you can see arcs just.
I'm going to keep the lightning on my arm and not throw my weapon.
Okay. Can you do that? Does it just stay there until you use it?
End of the next turn.
Okay, thought so. Just curious. All right, Vlad, you are up, and
Oh,
they're next.
I have somebody on the end of my skewer right here.
Kind of.
Kind of. Well, I kind of want to attack him. Over and over again.
Okay.
Recklessly. 18.
Hits. What's number 2?
I don't even think that you need to be reckless against this guy. I think that you roll good enough anyway.
Whatever. I'm going to do it.
Do it.
Yeah. That is 14.
14 points of damage.
Yes.
Yeah, this time as you're like holding it at bay, you just kind of like scream and shove in with not Brilda. With,
There's too many women.
This is Trisha.
You shove Trisha into this bird, and you feel this like crack, and then it pushes into the bird, and the bird just and like tries to flap back, and the wings you feel the strength start to just, and then it just falls limp, and the face you can just see just slowly as it's looking at you, its head goes limp, and its eyes just slowly roll back into its head, and you killed it.
It sounds so disheartening.
Yeah. Well, I have to. For Trisha! And, how far away is this next guy?
It's 30 feet up in the air as well, but further away from you.
Well, I step forward. I run over the carcass of this bird
Okay.
and step forward 10 feet. And I roar.
All right. Roar.
Ah!
Okay.
That's
Is that your turn?
intimidating.
Yeah.
All right. Is their turn? Nyx, you are on deck. Okay, so this one is going to got hit by an ear fawn, so it's gonna 15, 20. It would go down.
Not allowed.
Okay. So it's gonna dive. It's gonna dive, attack you, and then fly up 10 feet. That's all of its movement it has left.
Good.
Jesus. Okay, so the Talon attack against you is a 16.
You already know if it's over
Yeah.
10. It's
All
pretty
right.
likely.
I thought you had an 11 now. You got leather armor, didn't you?
I have 12 now.
Oh, 12. All right, and the gore attack it also hits you. So for the talons,
Do the chickens
oh,
have
they
large
both do
talons?
2/8 extra. Oof. 6.
What'd you say, boy?
Blah.
So the first attack does 16 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and the second does 14 points of piercing damage.
I reduce that by 7, so that's 23 total. And when they hit me, I cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
How's it look?
This one has only been hit by your Eldritch Blasts.
Are those both reactions?
What?
Oh, they are.
The damage.
I
reduction.
don't
yeah.
reduce it then.
You don't reduce it? You're just going to do Hellish Rebuke? Okay. So it makes a save, right?
Dexterity.
Okay. Natural 1.
Oh shit!
That one is number 4.
That's. I don't add anything else to that, right?
No.
No.
And that's 13 damage.
Nice.
Pretty good.
So as it
good
swipes down and
reaction.
claws you and then kind of tears into your side with its teeth and flies up, it's almost like whatever it tore off of you, you hear like in its teeth, and you can just see like a like sizzle on its face from whatever it just bit into you.
What'd you get, bitch?
He's looking hurt. He's not looking like dead, but he's definitely looking hurt. All right. That one is. Let's see.
Just flies over Vlad.
I don't know about this.
Yeah,
Let's go for the
it
other
saw
one.
what you did, like to its friend, like, and it's just gonna fly over you. I rolled its intelligence, and it rolled a natural 20, so.
It's like, no.
And it's a -1. 5, 10.
I want to jump and try and get him.
30.
Okay.
I just imagine you trying to hit something 30 feet in the air
It's gonna go
with your
for Nimue.
polearm.
And missing him. I almost got
It's
a feather.
still 30 feet up in the air, but it is up above you, Nimue.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah.
All right.
Ah.
If these creatures were dumber, I wouldn't have thought that it could make that decision itself, but unfortunately.
They're not stupid.
5 and 1.
They're not really stupid.
this
They have a
one-
-1, which is like most of us. So
They're just slightly below average.
According to Randall's recaps, it's a dumb bird.
so you're in this dumb place with this dumb bird.
20. And then it's going to swoop down and attack you 7 and fly up another 10 feet. All right.
They're both birds. It would not.
Okay, so talons is a 13.
Nope.
And the other one is a 17.
Damn it.
All right.
17.
Lucky it was a low roll, so 8. So 11 points of piercing damage as it kind of swoops past you, and you can feel its mouth just take a chunk out of your arm. But, I mean, it didn't get the full arm or a full grasp on
Did
you.
you say
so-
11 points?
Yes. And it flies back up.
How high are these?
These
high
two
are
are
you?
10 feet up. This one's still 30 feet. That one's still 30 feet.
Okay.
All right. That is all their turn. So, Nyx, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus
You're
action.
fawn on deck.
Bonus action, hide behind this pillar.
All right. Roll a stealth check.
17.
Okay. Beats their passive if they. I don't think any of them are focused on you, so I'm not going to roll perception checks for them.
Okay, then I'm gonna. Does this one? I mean, I'm gonna go for this one right here.
Okay.
With another, and do I get advantage because I'm hidden?
Yep.
Okay.
Rip.
Yep, that was 2 3s.
Oof.
So
Yikes.
If you throw your special dagger, you could jump. You can teleport onto its back.
if
I misty step out of the bed.
You kind of run behind the column and take cover and like pop out and take a shot, and it just kind of goes far over the top of the one flying.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
Wait, you don't get a second shot?
All right, Irfan, you're up.
No.
DeWitt on
Not yet?
deck.
I thought that you got your multi-attack.
I don't get a
Rogues don't get a
Rogues don't
multi-attack.
have. They have
I
sneak
do with my
attack.
dagger.
'Cause you
Oh,
can
yeah.
2
offhand.
daggers. Yeah.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Multi-attack
It's
would
the
be so broken
offhand
with sneak
for-
attack.
Yeah, no, I meant.
So this is
yeah,
going to be
the offhand
completely
attack.
out of left field. I cast Eldritch Blast.
Oh. Wow.
Didn't see
I'm
that
assuming.
coming.
The one next to me, yeah.
Yeah.
Entirely unexpected. Actually, it is. I expected you to try to cast Witch Bolt this
if
time.
it changes, it is close enough for you to do your Witch Bolt, if that's just saying. Okay.
I already thought about that one. First one misses.
All right.
10.
Yep, misses.
And then that one's a 23.
That one hits.
That's 13 damage.
Nice. Yeah, so as it's still reeling as like the sizzle on its jaw, you shoot another Eldritch Blast up, and it like strikes a hole, and you can see some of the feathers on the edge of its wing just like burst off, and there's a chunk of flesh, and it like starts staggering and almost like sliding to one side, trying to right itself. It's not looking too great, but still hanging in there.
Yeah, think again, bitch. And
All right.
and my
DeWitt.
turn. Yeah.
And 7, you're on deck.
Would you say these two are within a 20-foot diameter sphere of each other?
Well, they're 10 foot up, so yeah, if you, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I wanna put the sphere so that it doesn't hit 7 or Irfan, but
Okay.
still hits those two. And I'll
Thanks.
cast Shatter on them, and
Okay.
they make a Constitution saving throw.
Damn.
Damn, Shatter's a good one.
Funny thing is, I was gonna take that one as my 3rd level spell today, but I decided not to.
17.
I can take that one
They
too.
succeed, but they take half damage.
Okay. So that'd be 1 and 4.
So they take 6 thunder damage, I think,
All
or
right.
something like that. Pretty sure it's thunder.
Should know this.
It
It's your
is
ability.
thunder. Couldn't
All right.
remember.
So yeah, you guys hear this, just this large, loud crash, and it doesn't affect you, but you can see these two peritons up in the air just and like screeching, and one of them, this one that Irfan's been hitting, is like, it's like shaking its head and flying sideways, is not looking very good. Yeah.
And
Okay,
then
with a stick.
I will say, Irfan's so damn nasty, let's get Eldritch Blasty. And you get some bardic inspiration.
What's that do again?
You can roll a D8,
Something.
I think.
Oh.
Or a D10?
I think it's a D8 for you right now.
It changed.
Is it a
It used to
attack
be
roll?
1d6 is what I have written down. So
Yeah, so I think it's a D8 now.
Depends on if
yeah,
you're
it's a
level.
D8.
Is it
Is it
level
on
at
the-
6?
Attack roll?
No, it levels at 5.
Oh.
On any ability check or attack roll.
Yeah, that's
You can
okay.
roll it whenever you want.
Sweet.
And then
Within the next 10 minutes.
I'm gonna run behind this pillar
Nah.
and take cover.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. 7, you are up. Nimue on deck.
Okay, the one closest to me is the one I've been attacking, right? The one who attacked me. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep attacking him.
Okay.
Oh shit, I can't even see from over here, but is there 3 just like right around me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're
sick.
right in between.
Are they all
them.
30 feet up?
I like could not see
Yeah.
that from over here.
I don't
Two of
think
them are
all
flying towards
30
you.
feet up, but they're close.
Yeah, are they all 30 feet up?
of them are.
These two are. These two are 10 feet up.
Actually, as a bonus action first, I keep forgetting to do this. I'm gonna cast Slayer's Prey on the one closest to me.
Okay.
It's like basically like Hunter's Mark.
Yeah. I just don't have a Slayer's
Yeah, no,
player.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Only one hits. I got a 15 on one roll and an 11 on the other.
Okay. So you shoot up 2 more arrows, and one of them, its wings flap down as the arrow just shoots over its shoulder. And the second one strikes true.
And then I deal 10 damage.
All right. Okay. Do you want to do anything else?
No.
Okay. Nimue, you are up. Tail on deck.
So I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Sanctuary.
Okay.
So all creatures who attack me must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attacker spell.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna cast Sacred Flame on the one that's closest to me.
Is Sanctuary a bonus action?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
One bonus action. Last a minute.
So roll. No, Sacred Flame is
Sacred
just a
Flame is
save.
a dexterity saving throw, and the save is
Oof,
15.
natural 1.
Sick. So that's a
And that one closest to you
Oh, I leveled up?
is...
5th level, so it's 2d8 right now. Fuck me up, fam.
Oh, that was 5. No.
Hey. Nice. So that's 11 damage.
Nice.
So bad.
All right. This one, that is the first time this one's been hit, as you like reach up and it just, you see this flames catch it and it Doesn't look. I mean, it's still like dialed in right
Yeah,
on you.
yeah.
Okay. All right, Tail, you are up.
I would expect no different.
I'm gonna run directly underneath the one that Nimue just attacked, and I'm gonna throw my weapon at it. And I miss. Then I'm gonna do nothing.
Does the energy disappear?
You're running underneath this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
the energy. So as you like
disappears.
throw your chakram and the electricity just like slides off your arm onto the chakram itself, it just shoots past it and then disappears and chakram back in your arm. No electricity.
Well, I tried. That's all I'm doing.
I should take Sanctuary.
There's no tailing what he will do next.
Sanctuary is pretty cool.
All right, Vlad, you are up.
Like, I imagine I tried to jump and swing
Just
to hit that guy. Yeah. And then I just turn around and I start running back.
okay.
And I believe I can make it to one guy.
He's still 30 feet up.
No, the other guy that's closer that I can actually reach.
30,
that's-
35, 40. Yeah.
Yes, I will run to him and be like, "You are next."
The one that's like flying sideways. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Gonna try and lop off a wing
All right.
recklessly.
Okay.
Oh.
Natural 18.
It misses.
Oh, come on.
Just for you.
Oh. Not bad.
What? Just look
That's
at me.
18.
18 damage? All right, yeah. So you run up. Irfan, you just hear this over the corner, like this first low, like, Vlad up next to you, and then this blade just comes down over your shoulder, and it just, like, severs the wing of the one that you've been picking at this whole time, and the thing just and falls to the ground.
It's a fucking freight train. Just
Buses are required to stop in the path of Vlad and look at both sides.
Look to your left,
All
look
right.
to your right, look to your left again. Then you can cross.
Okay. The remaining three's turns. This one's gonna swoop down and try and hit you again.
Please no.
7. It's gonna try and gore you first. It misses, but then it is going to try and grapple you.
wait, grapple.
Grapple.
It's gonna pick you up and
Dude,
throw
if that one
you.
could fly away with you.
So you need to beat a
Don't leave your
22
sevens
strength.
unattended, okay?
22 fucking
Yeah, I can't.
You can't? Okay.
have a negative
so
1 to
it
strength.
picks you up and it flies up 60 feet into the air.
That's
I don't know if I should be thrilled or scared.
So you're a bird. You are
Aroused.
up 60 feet.
Count me down as scared
There.
and horny.
I'm scaroused.
You're scared.
I'm finally flying, but
This
not
one's gonna try. That one's gonna try and attack you, Nimue, but it's wisdom save.
Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw, and the DC is
Cocked. That's good because it's a
It's-
1.
it's
One that
15.
it rolled a
Shooting
5.
spurs
Okay, it
really
fails.
hard.
So it's got to pick a different target.
Yep, it has to pick a different
Going
target.
for me.
So it sees you and it just and like shakes its head and kind of glances around and it sees Tail and just turns and goes to dive attack you. So the talent. Oh, that looked like a 2,
Or
and
it
then I
can
picked it up
lose
and it was
the
a
attack
19. All
as
right.
well. I don't know
so that
how
hits you.
distinct
Talons,
between
gore.
that.
It was a natural 1. It didn't even roll, but I'll count it. It just literally like fell down on a 1, but whatever. So the talons hit you.
Yup.
Oops. And
the Talons.
so 18 points of piercing damage to you.
5 temporary hit points.
And then it's going to fly up 30 feet as well. It's facing this way. And then this last one is also going to swipe down at you, possibly Nimue. It fails as well. So it's going to glance
It
around.
can either lose the attack or pick a new
It's
target.
definitely going to, let's see.
Well, I think that it has to be like within the range of somebody else in order to
Oh,
choose a
it's
new
in
target.
the range of,
I mean, I figured,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
It does
if it
say
wasn't
in
in
the
the range,
spell-
you lose the
yeah,
attack.
exactly. So just wanted to
Yep.
Throw that out there.
Cool. I was gonna see if it would notice DeWitt or Nyx, but you guys are kind of hidden behind the pole. I don't think it would see you because they're not that tall. They're like columns, so it definitely wouldn't see you. So it's gonna go for tail.
It misses.
5, 10, 15. So it's gonna swoop down and attack you, and then go up 45 feet. First one hits. Second one is a 13, I think misses.
13 misses. What was the first one?
The first one's its talons again. I do talons and then gore.
No,
so
I mean,
gore
what was
is
the
the
bonus
more.
just in case I wanted to shield it.
20.
Try.
I forgot you had shield. Sorry.
Nah, I'm not gonna shield it.
Okay.
I ain't no little bitch.
Famous last
This knocks him
words.
down. Another 18 piercing. Oof.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
All right, and I believe that is their turn. Nyx, you are up, and Earphone on deck.
How high up are those two that hit me?
This one's 45 feet. This one is 30.
Jesus.
We have got this combat thing
Um,
down. Finally.
No, never mind. They're both 45 feet. They were about the same distance from you.
Okay, this one's 60.
Yes. Literally picked him up and flew straight up.
Okay, I'm just gonna say fuck it. And, well, I know I have enough movement. I'm gonna go there so that I.
In the in-between, someone roll a nature check for me.
I'll do it.
No, 7.
Oh, I think
me.
you said someone.
Sorry.
I was like,
Yeah, I thought
damn.
you said
7.
too.
Hit someone.
You said nature?
Yeah.
Great.
Go ahead, Nyx.
12.
I'm
Okay.
going to, as my bonus action, shout out, "Do it, get ready!" And then I'm gonna shoot at this bird. How big are they? They're pretty big, right?
They're like medium-sized creatures, so they're like their bodies are like your size, like humanoid size with wings, basically.
Okay, I'm gonna do another barbed arrow attack, and well, no advantage, obviously. Where's my dice? Oh, I put it in the bag of shame. Do you think it's spent enough time in there?
While she's grabbing that,
Shame.
12 is enough for you to. You may not know what specifically these creatures are, but creatures like this, usually when they pick up prey like this, it's to bring back to their nests to feast and feed.
So that is a 22 to hit,
That hits.
and because he's within 5 feet of it, I get sneak attack still, right?
Yeah.
And she holds like 8 dice in her hand.
Oh, that was pretty good. Hold on.
I am within 5 feet, yes.
That is correct.
So that's 19 points of piercing
All right,
damage.
it is halved because it is resistance, but
He is
still.
actually in
Nice.
2 feet.
balls.
Yeah, that's why I've been doing like 0 damage.
Okay. Yeah, so you shoot up and there's it like and like there's a stumble, but it's still flying, continuing to go head straight up.
Oh, I should have done something different. That's my turn.
All right, Earphone, you're up. Do it. You're on deck.
I see the bird taking my bird.
My bird.
I give it the bird, and I cast.
Oh, damn.
Clever.
And I cast Eldritch Blast.
At the one
Yep.
taking him. Okay.
Through the middle finger, just.
That's so cool.
That's so cool.
He's so metal.
Don't forget you can do it twice.
I need to do that.
That's a 13 and a 21 to hit.
Both hit.
Wow, look at all these 13s.
Lucky 13.
7
7?
and 12.
Did you add your charisma modifier?
Yep.
So 19. All right.
I believe that's 7 and 12, yeah.
All right.
I'm bad
So
at math.
as this one's flying up with 7 in tow, you shoot out with both arms, and these bolts strike out and strike it in the back, and it just like and plummets. You fall 60 feet.
I reaction cast Featherfall on him.
Is he within 60 feet of you? No, he's 60 feet up.
Can I do it right before he hits the ground?
Yeah. Theoretically.
I could do it at 15 feet.
Oh God.
Yes, I did shout out and let him know that it was happening.
And I was definitely watching.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, big oof.
At disadvantage, you are behind that column.
19.
Damn.
The other one was a crit.
Pay attention to what?
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear Nyx call this out, and you glance around the column just in time to glance up, and you see these two bolts fly out and strike this bird, and you watch as Seven starts to fall, and you just instinctually reach out, and Seven, you're like, you close your eyes, you close your eyes and start flapping your wings, and then all of a sudden you're just like, and you just gingerly touch down to the ground. You flew, Seven.
Oh my God. I flew.
Seven, I am so sad every time.
Flying sucks. Thank
All
God.
right. Nice. All right.
Dude.
Oh,
Do
man.
it.
Good thing I didn't wake up with my dick in the dirt.
We'll say because that would have been your turn. You would have been up next, so I'll allow that to happen.
What do you mean?
That's a reaction.
Feather Fall's a reaction.
Feather Fall's a reaction.
Yeah, it's a reaction.
Yeah, cool. It's your turn.
Okay, cool. I will
fine.
cast Shatter
I
on,
forgot.
on the other two.
There's a lot of spells.
Well, wait. They're 45 feet up.
Yes.
15. And then now I'll cast Shatter on them. And they make Constitution saving throws.
15 for this one.
Succeeds.
17 for the other.
Another 6 thunder damage to both of them.
Okay.
And then I'll cast Healing Word on Tail again.
So another 7 hit points.
Yeah.
Yay.
He's
Okay.
And
much
then
damage
I'll
did you take?
move
A lot.
I forgot you
back
took
over to
like
my
5
lot.
damage. Okay.
he's taken
just chill.
most of the damage so far.
7,
Yeah,
you're
he's
up.
been tanking
Nimue, you're
for
on
me.
deck.
I mean, I have 17,
okay.
but still, he has taken
17 hit points left.
Land
What's your
back on the
message,
ground.
47.
I get up just completely like
Good to know.
shocked, just like, oh my God. What just happened? And it takes me a while. It takes me just a quick second to like recollect myself. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm on the ground again. That makes sense. Yeah, okay, cool.
It's an
And
interesting thought process there.
I'm gonna move slightly.
Moves 5 feet.
Sit slightly.
I'm on this.
Yeah.
Moves half a square.
I'm on that one. Okay.
Okay.
Get a little bit closer to them. And then I'm just gonna fire at the one closest to you.
Okay.
Oh, and I'd like to use my bonus action to move my Slayer's Prey on that one.
All right.
Oh boy, I got 12 and a 13.
All right. So one hits.
Dude, you've been rolling like shit.
I know.
His first two were great. They were over 20.
It's
Yeah, but how's he been doing since then? All 13s.
18.
18 damage. All right.
Damn.
From here, that looks like a 1. I was like, oh my God.
All right.
7?
7?
Is that everything you're doing?
Yep, that's everything I can do.
Nimue, you up, tail on deck.
Okay. Question for you, DM. If I cast like a 2nd level Cure Wounds, could I also then cast like a 1st level Healing Word? Because one's an action, one's a bonus action.
I think so.
Yeah, you should be able
Yeah.
to.
Why not?
I just wanted to check and make sure. Okay, then I'm gonna walk up to Tail and do a 2nd level Cure Wounds on you, so you get 20 hit points
Jesus.
Wow.
because it's 8 plus 8 plus 4. And then for you, I'll do Irfan. I'll do a 1st level Healing Word, so you get 8.
You're the best.
Damn.
I'm the cleric.
Heal everyone now.
What if
Remember,
keeping
like,
people from
I feel
falling.
like a few sessions ago, you were like feeling so useless during combat. Now, look,
what if when
It's because nobody was getting hurt.
what if whenever
I had to
anyone
learn my
dies, we just make a new character and we have all clerics except for one damage dealer?
100%
Never
clerics.
dies.
Hey, clerics can deal lots of damage if they want to.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for your turn, Nimue?
Nah, that's it.
Okay, Tail and the lad
How
is
are
on
those
deck.
two assholes looking?
They're hurt. Well, this one just barely has been hurt for the first time. This one, I mean,
Okay. Well, for the third time, I'm going to chromatic orb the both of them.
okay.
Damn, you got
So the
so
one
many
that's
fucking sources.
closest to
for it.
you, natural 18, so definitely hits. The other one is a natural 13, so definitely hits.
Okay.
So one closest to you, up. Does 19 damage.
Nice.
Then the other one takes 15 damage.
Nice.
Definitely not lightning. Nah.
It is definitely lightning.
So again, you just reach out and this ball of our electric energy shoots out, and this one is hurt. Like, it is not looking very good. It's flapping, but there's still arcs of electricity just and like singed feathers. And there's some falling off onto the ground, just these blackened, singed feathers. The other one, I mean, took a good hit, but he's still up.
Okay, then they're still 45 feet up, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, then I'm not going to attack them. Then I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. The lad.
So they're too far away for me to hit with Trisha.
Throw Trisha!
So no. It's like Trisha will not reach them. Imagine I'm twirling Trisha around and I'm gonna plant her in the ground. And I'm gonna pull off my bow and arrows
Okay.
and I'm going to fire at the one that looks better than the other one because I want to take out the one that looks like he's going to keep flying.
Okay, I'd say it costs you your bonus action to like switch that weapon because it's just on your back.
Good.
Whose man's is this?
That's a 13 for the first attack. And a natural 15 for the second.
All right. You're firing this closest one.
No, I'm firing at
The
the one
further
that
one?
looks. I'm firing at the one that looks the
healthier one.
happiest and the healthiest. He is the one who must fall.
He must know pain.
Are you holding Owlie's cage at the same time?
On my back.
Ali's just on his back.
What if you fall on your back?
I mean, I would imagine you set Allie down, you would not be fighting with a giant caged owl on your
Then I
back.
let go of him when I started battling.
It's just a squealing owl over here.
Oh my god, he's gonna get attacked.
If you want,
This is
I
doing
can,
good.
I can
That's a
make
15
the
damage?
background noise.
No.
Vlad is instilling fear into his pet right now.
Watch me.
15?
15 damage for the first.
Yes.
Look at what I do to other birds who disobey me.
They are misbehaving.
Stupid bird, listen! Stop attacking us! 13 more damage.
All right.
Would you say these birds are
Put the leash on!
misbehaving?
That one's not looking nearly as bad as the other one, but it's not happy. Because now it's got arrows sticking out of it and it's singed. Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay. Their turn.
Now you made them mad.
Now that you've mentioned the owl, I'm gonna kill your bird.
This one's just literally gonna fucking fly away. He's just gonna take off and start flying up. So he's dashing. So he's 120 feet up. So he's
That's
like,
within your range, bud.
60 and 60. All right, he was 45 feet up. So he's pretty much to the perch on the edge of the cliffside, just
So
books
he's
it out of there.
120 feet up and like.
Well, he was 45 feet up and then just basically went the other to like 60 feet to get level and then 60 feet, which is like,
Calculate the hypotenuse.
like right at the edge.
I need a hypotenuse. I need to know if I can snipe this bitch.
I'd say you could probably try.
Let's. Okay, I'll calculate. It's fine.
This one is not going to go down without a fight for Nat. So he's going to come down and try to gore you first, Tail, and
going to
then
miss.
grapple you.
Let's go to this too.
The gore is a 17.
That misses, actually.
It misses?
Yeah, I'm at 18.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Okay. And then it's going to try and grapple you. So make a strength check to combat it. Oof.
Oh, that fell out of the thingy. Oh, 7.
7?
You're kidding me. It rolled an 8.
Lucky. When Mason
I was
rolled
like,
for me, he
"Oh,
got
shit."
22. I can't even roll that high. I have a -1 to strength.
Crits
All right.
still gets taken away.
Okay, so it swoops.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
going to
That's why I
swoop
didn't
down,
even roll for it.
pick Tail up, and then, so it's got 15 more feet. So it's not far off the ground. It's 15 feet up.
15 feet up. Okay.
Yeah. Because it went down 45, picked you up. It has 60 feet of movement because it attacked.
How far away is he from me?
Huh?
How far away is he from me?
Well, he's 15 feet over and 15 feet up.
Okay.
Sassy today.
You are making us calculate so many hypotenuse. Hypotenice.
Okay, Nick's and
Hypotenesis?
earphones on deck.
All right.
you say ISIS?
ISIS?
Hypotenesis.
Hypotenesis. Hypotenanuses.
I'm high on
Okay.
That
hypotenuse.
recent ISIS
High on
Start
potanuses?
dive bombing.
I wish I was high on hypotenuse.
I'm going to go back over by the pillar and hide. Bonus action hide.
Okay.
Oh.
That's an 11.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't work.
Okay, well, fine. I'm going to take another shot at that guy.
Well, you get sneak attack because Tail's in his grip anyway.
I know I wanted advantage though, but that's okay.
still crit.
Yeah, that's 15 to hit.
Hits.
Nice. I'm gonna get my reaction
Oh,
ready.
it's 120.9 is the hypotenuse.
Oh my god, I'll still let you do it.
I thought you had 300 feet.
No, I didn't take that one.
Oh, really?
It's that's so funny. It's 120.933.
We're just talking about how it was going to come up in a session soon that was going to be useful.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 18 points.
All right, so halved. It's still up, but it's hurting real bad. There's blood and feathers just raining down as it's flapping up. All right, Irfan. Take the shot.
I run over as close to it as I can get,
15, 20.
and I take the shot.
Well, 2 shots, I guess, technically.
I take the first shot, and then I take the second shot.
Tell me you point like
Also,
Babe
you
Ruth
have
calling
that-
his
You
shot.
have that bardic inspiration.
inspiration.
Yeah, use your bardic inspiration, guy.
If I need to, which I don't on the first one.
Okay.
So 21.
Oh, that's a natural 19. That was a natural 19. You
know.
rolled it.
It would have worked either way because I 12 plus 7.
Right.
Okay, well.
You like touched it. It was at a
Yeah.
19. I saw it.
I trust you.
D10.
All right, better kill it.
Okay, that's cocked.
How did you do that?
That's the most cocked I've ever seen anything in my whole life.
Which number is that?
Half of them.
Straight up.
Okay,
That's,
okay.
8 and 7.
All right,
7.
that is enough.
Nice.
As it's just cresting over the edge.
Oh my
just
God.
2 bolts just and it just this like slow motion like bounces off the side of the cliff wall a
Badass.
couple times.
Damn. Is that Wesley Snipes?
I just look at it.
Flint Eastwood.
Bitch.
Damn. How did Irfan get badass?
DeWitt, you're up. 7, you're on deck.
Very spiteful.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on the bird.
Yeah, it's a creature, so
You have to get hold creature.
I believe it works on.
Pretty sure it does.
I thought you had to do hold creature for.
I think so. That's why I'm gonna
hold
look real
person
quick.
is humanoids
Oh
only.
yeah, it is.
It is humanoid.
No, it's not.
It is technically not.
Shit.
Trust me, I would know. I
He's
do
the
bonus
expert.
damage
It is a
to
monstrosity.
You're a monstrosity.
Your mom's a monstrosity.
Jesus.
She's a momstrosity.
There's our dad joke for the day.
It's not going to stop there.
But it was a mom joke.
There's the second dad joke of the day.
I'm just going to just ready Featherfall for Tail to fall, and then I'll cast Healing Word on him as well.
Okay. All right.
So
7.
you get another 7 hit points.
7?
Wow.
7? Okay, 7
might
your
survive a
turn.
fall.
Nimue on deck.
I just want to put it for the record that if Earphone had missed, I was totally going to push him out of his spot and shoot arrows from there. Because I also have 120 range for my
Yeah,
strong
on a bow, yeah.
But anyway,
On your schlong bow, wouldn't it be a disadvantage, though?
Yeah.
no, 120 is my max range because it's the exact middle of a longbow and a short bow.
Right.
Dude, the schlongbow's OP.
It's a whole different kind of weapon, man.
Anyway, I just used my bonus action to put Slayer's Prey on the last remaining bird. And I'm going to shoot it.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even have to get ready for my next turn.
Oh, boy. I rolled 26 for both of them.
Nice.
Wow.
Ooh.
I really wish I got that crit.
The recording's going to sound like Wade when you're gaming with him.
yeah.
Wait, what you doing? Oh, drinking milk. God damn it.
Sorry, what happened?
20 damage.
20 damage?
Uh-huh.
All right. It's halved. He has a 1 hit point left. Oh, man. All right.
Is that with prayers? Pray
It is hurting real bad as it's just like struggling to like pull up.
I'm quite a heavy person.
All right. Nimue, Tail, you're on deck. You can try and break the grapple if you want.
Don't break the grapple, just punch it.
Sacred Flame.
Okay.
It's a dexterity saving throw.
It's a 12, so it fails. So
Fails.
it's, yeah.
Should I roll?
So it
Let Tail just punch it to death.
it's struggling. You can see it trying, and it sees that opening. And as it goes up, there's just this flame that like, and you cast Featherfall as a reaction. Tail, as you're falling in the clutches of this thing, all of a sudden you like stop and slow down, and this thing like falls low faster than you and just splats on the ground, and you just
Guys, it's Nimue's first kill of the campaign.
body. It's singed,
Flying is
scorched.
scary, no?
He's just
Flying is a lot of fun.
his chakra, but he's like,
Just slowly falling with it down.
Guys, it's Nimue's first kill.
Wow.
"Whoa, Nimue's first kill."
Oh, really?
Start
Yeah.
racking them up.
Yeah, I'm gonna get bloodthirsty.
Catch up, Nimue.
Thirsty.
That's great. I took out 2 of them.
All right.
Keeping you fuckers alive. And then
Good job, guys.
I'm gonna cast.
That was only a medium encounter, so.
I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word. Who all's injured?
I'm
Raise your hand if you're injured.
I'm only
if
missing
you've
7
been
hit
injured at
points.
all. Okay.
If you are a loved one,
Call 1-800 Nimue.
All right. Yeah, I'll cast Mass Healing Word anyway.
All right.
oh,
And so you all get 8 points automatically.
I got full health.
I'm back at full health now.
Can I try to
Wow.
recover some barbed arrows from
to go back
the
to full
bird?
health.
Yeah, I
corpses?
went down to like
you
7
can
hit
investigate.
points. I went all the way back to full
I would
health.
like to do the same. If I can recover my 2 arrows, and I would like to
Investigation check.
recover
18.
my axes.
Yeah, you find all 4.
Oh, that was not what I expected.
Hell yeah.
I mean, most of them being barbed, like, were stuck in, but not enough to, like, break on the fall. They were almost just, like, hanging. So when they fell, it just kind of, like...
Yeah, I'd like to grab
11.
arrows too if I can.
Okay.
You said
11?
investigation, right?
Out of your 2 arrows that you
Yes.
shot, you find the 2 easily.
Okay. And then, of course, my throwing axes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I also want to pick up some
And
of the-
Trisha.
You just
holding
like Trisha in the
Trisha.
ground.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
pick up
know,
some
but I
of
have
the-
to clarify. I picked her up.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Smart.
Smart.
You said
I
only
did that one.
toy
Toy
nuts,
Noise.
right?
Toy
Yes.
nuts.
13.
Yeah,
Hey.
you find your arrows.
Nice.
You should
Hold on.
do it.
What?
I just want to pick up some of the feathers that you said were like fell to the ground when we shot
Most of them are like singed and like
DeWitt, don't
from
you
being
use feathers
electrocuted
for
and like
something?
falling out. But I mean, you could pick feathers from
No,
the
not anymore.
creatures.
What about
Never
the
mind
what about
then.
the other
I want
one?
to find the best looking feather, just one feather, and then I'm gonna take that.
No, I want to
What are
take
these creatures
a
called
feather
again?
too.
They're
Paladins.
called parators.
I was gonna take some and braid them into my hair.
P-E-R-Y-T-O-N.
Yeah.
I
Wouldn't that
want
look-
to take a
wouldn't that
feather
look
as well,
beautiful?
and I
But I
want
don't
to
have
take
any
two of the
hair.
antlers from two of the biggest antlers.
Yeah,
You don't have any hair?
I don't have any hair. So, but I want some.
Okay, take some.
Yeah, you can probably saw them off pretty easy. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. What were you
Yeah.
trying to do, Earphone?
Oh, nothing. I was just telling DeWitt, but
Okay.
you don't need it no more.
All right. So as you guys kind of take a breath from this unexpected encounter outside of where you had left your loot, seemingly unaccompanied, we're gonna stop
Mama
this
comes in.
recording here, and we'll pick up in a moment. Hey everybody, Mason here. So we realized that this episode was probably going to be a little bit longer than we expected. So we decided to cut it into 2 parts. So this is the end of part 1 of this episode. We will see you next week with the next part. And I hope you all have a wonderful time and a wonderful week away from us. Can't wait to bring the next part to you. All right, we love you all. Thanks for tuning in as usual. We'll talk to you soon.